Good, we back. My bad for earlier, bro. Or whoever that is in the chat. If you was in here, I had to jump off earlier. There's been a lot going on lately. I don't know if you know, but been in the hospital. There's been a lot going on, but I'm back. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. What's good? Who is that in the chat? That you, King? Who that is? Let's get it. What's good, Ray Payne? How you feeling, bro? Yeah, we're gonna get it. Give a few more people to get it. Get a minute to get in the chat. I'm hanging in there, bro. Like I said, I've been in the hospital. Like I just got out the hospital probably like 2 or 3 days ago. So I just been recovering from that. Like I had a pain crisis, like not a real bad pain crisis, but bad enough. So I've been in the hospital I was in there for like a week. I feel a lot better though. And I actually went live for a minute while I was in the hospital. It was kind of late at night, but I did it for a minute, but I jumped off and then I deleted the live because I ain't like it. But yeah, bro, I actually went live on this when I was in the hospital. I just deleted the video. I was only on there for like 10 minutes too. There was only a few people in there, so I was pretty much just rapping with them. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get into it a little deeper today. From what I know about this stuff, I ain't even really been keeping up with this like that. Like I know certain details, but I know I don't know as much as a lot of other people because I really don't give a damn about this situation. Like I don't give a damn about a lot of trending topics, which is why I don't really do trending topic videos. But since this phone call came out and there was so many dudes caping for Tory Lanez, like hardcore caping for this dude, I figured I'd go live on it. Glad to see you all right and still breathing, bro. I appreciate it, man. Yes, a lot of people passing, man. There's a lot of people ain't here. A lot of people didn't see the new year, man. A lot of people didn't see the new year. So if you're watching this video, or if you ain't watching this video, be thankful, be grateful that you ain't that you seen the new year, bro. It's a lot of content creators passing, man. Like it's crazy out here. But yeah, ever since I seen this, Bella, shut up! Ever since I seen this Tory getting caught or getting convicted, getting found guilty, I figured I was gonna have to go live on this. Give me a minute. Yeah, I'm back. Let me see who in the chat. So, did you initially think he did it, Ray Payton? Because when it initially happened, I came out and said, as soon as it happened, I'm like, he probably did it. Because I'm like, why would she lie about getting shot in the foot? But when his album came out, and he was talking about, I still got love for you, and I still want to be with you. I still want to be her friend. When he came out talking that, I still want to be her friend shit, I'm like, that nigga's guilty. Because it ain't no way in the hell a woman is going to come out and say, I popped her in the foot. Damn, abused you, pushed you, choked you, none of that. We all know that can ruin a man's name and reputation easily. So that ain't nothing that you play with. So if somebody comes out and says that you did something to them to the extent of busting a cap in their ass, and this is a man and this is a woman saying that you did this, why the hell would you still want to be her friend? Make that make sense. That shit don't make sense. And see, when people come out and come out and make allegations against people, and they have that, oh, well, I still love this person, or I still wish the best for this person. No, it's not true, but I still wish the best for. They did that shit. They usually did that shit. Maybe if it's somebody's kids, maybe like this Master P Romeo situation, that might be a little different because that's your child. You have unconditional love for your kids in most cases. But some shit like this, hell no. Hell no. You was not finna just, oh, well, yeah, I still want to be her friend, and I still got, hell no. Hell no, hell no, hell no. Let me see. And before we get started, let me address this thumbnail, because I can already hear the triggered black chick about this thumbnail. I'm gonna clown her ass and make light of this situation the exact same way that they clowned Kevin Samuels when that brother passed, making all kind of sick jokes about his death. There was a lot of sisters when Kobe passed. I don't care about him dying. He didn't marry a black woman. I don't care. Why should black women care? Not saying that was all sisters. It was a lot of sisters. Most sisters was very sympathetic to Kobe passing. And you had a lot of sisters that was sympathetic to the brother Kevin Samuels passing. And you had a lot of sisters calling that bullshit out. So I acknowledge that. But at the end of the day, we had way too many motherfuckers celebrating the death of Kevin Samuels. And then when you look at the fact that niggas like 50 Cent got shot 9 times, and he didn't get, it wasn't a fragment, okay? It was a damn fragment that hit this girl's foot. She didn't get shot, hardcore shot in the foot, and you twerking a week later. Hell no, that ain't how it happened. Have you ever touched your damn foot, rub your foot, and feel all the bones and tendons and ligaments and all the shit that's in your foot? Feel how bone dense your foot is. And ask yourself, if she got shot, would you be twerking in a week if you actually got shot with a bullet? No. That's why they said she stepped on some damn glass. It was a fragment. It ain't that deep. We can clown her ass. I really didn't have enough into the form of a conclusion, but I didn't put it past them. Exactly, Ray Payton. I feel you on that. See, I initially came out when I heard that shit, I said he did it. I said that nigga definitely did it. When he came out talking about I still want to be her friend. So yeah, we gonna clown her ass and make light of her situation the exact same way that they clown brothers and make fun of brothers when they pass and get shot and all kinds of shit. Bro, the whole situation just messy as hell. Exactly, Ray Payton. The whole situation is super messy. And I didn't get caught up in this whole, taking the sides and I'm on Megan's side or I'm on Tory's. I ain't on nobody's side because I really personally don't give a damn about nobody in the situation. I don't like Tory. Well, Tory, he's a cool artist. He's a cool artist. He makes some pretty good music. I'm not a big Tory Lanez fan, but the dude makes some good music. But he's a perpetual idiot. And I don't like dudes like Tory. I don't like perpetual idiots. Megan Thee Stallion, I'm definitely not a Megan Thee Stallion fan. I don't like that hood rat energy, that thought energy that's being promoted to our sisters and our daughters in this day and age. So I personally didn't give a damn. And the homegirl, Kelsey, she just strikes me as like the weak person in the situation that got caught in between both of them. She strikes me as somebody that gets dominated by her friends, by chicks like Megan in the friendship. And in a relationship, she gets, manipulated by guys. She comes across as very weak just listening to that phone call. And speaking of that phone call, did you hear it, Ray Payton? Because I think I might play that. I think I might play the phone call if y'all didn't hear it. So we can go over it. Because you got people still defending this fool after the phone call. They still trying to say, oh, well, that don't mean he guilty. That mean these niggas is trying to say he was apologizing for cheating. That's what they saying. When you listen to that, they're saying that shit was about cheating and not him popping Megan in the foot. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go over the phone call. I'm gonna play the phone call and we're gonna break that down first. So yeah, I'm gonna pull this phone call up. Let me see, should I use Hip Hop DX? Give me a second. Yeah, because we straight got dudes saying that this phone call was about him cheating. So we gonna see. We gonna rationalize it. Because these niggas is still they're trying to say this isn't, proof beyond a reasonable doubt. And I don't think they understand what a reasonable doubt is. It's not, fuck it, we just gonna listen to the call. Let's get it.
Sorry? An inmate at LAPD jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call, thank you for using Telmate.
So for those that don't know, this is Tory Lanez calling from jail to Megan Thee Stallion's assistant and friend, Kelsey. Let's get it. Can y'all hear it? Is the audio good? Before I continue, let me make sure the audio good. Put in the chat if the audio is good or not. Can y'all hear the phone call?
To deny this call, thank you for using Telmate. Hello?
Can you hear it, Ray Payton? Was it clear enough for you to understand? I ain't want to keep going if it wasn't clear. You can do a quick yes or no. Don't be shy. Put it. Can you hear it? Is it clear? Yes or no? Okay, cool.
Huh?
So she said, Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside of the hospital. And he said, what hospital y'all at? Now, if you listen to the tone of his voice, this nigga sounds guilty. This nigga sounds just like somebody who knows they're in trouble and they're trying to, explain their side of the situation and get information so they can try to figure out their next move. Listen to the tone of his voice. I'm going to rewind it.
Huh?
When he start asking questions.
You're listening to Sh0t.
I said Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting. What hospital are you at?
What hospital y'all at? This nigga's guilty, man. This nigga know he guilty.
I don't know. Let me see. Cedar, something like that. Cedar.
I know she probably never gonna talk to me ever again, but
I know she probably ain't gonna talk to me ever again. Now ask yourself, if this shit was about him cheating, first of all, he was messing with Kelsey before he was messing with Meg. So why the hell would he say, I know she ain't never gonna talk to me again if he was cheating on Kelsey? Make that make sense.
bruh, I just want you to know, bruh. Nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro.
And another thing, let me digress a little bit. You sisters, this is one of the reasons I don't feel sorry for Megan. Because y'all suck at picking men. Y'all pick niggas that call y'all bruh. Watch how many times this nigga call her bruh. This nigga gonna call her bruh, my nigga. He's going to be referring to her as a man all throughout this phone call. Now, that tells me one of two things. Either he sees them as closer to men, or he sees himself as closer to a female. Either way, it's problematic, and shit like this should be a turnoff to y'all. But y'all like shit like that for real, cause it sounds hip, it sounds true, bruh. Anytime new slang, a new lingo comes out, niggas just run it flat into the ground. And y'all like talking to hip niggas. So that bruh, all that old goop. Stop calling females bruh. And ladies, stop messing with niggas that call y'all bruh. This nigga is calling females bruh, my nigga, and you wonder why he popped the girl in the foot. I didn't even know what was going on, dead ass nigga. I would never do some shit like that, bro. He would never cheat. If y'all are saying that this is him talking about cheating, he's saying he would never, a rapper would never cheat? Really? A rapper would have to be drunk to cheat. That's what this is about? Get out of here, bro. Let's get it.
It's just that nigga got so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, whatever. But, you know, regardless, that's not gonna make anything right. And that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. Never you.
That's not gonna make anything right. That's not gonna make my actions right. What actions is he talking about if he ain't talking about popping Megan in the foot? Granted, I don't think he intentionally popped Megan in the foot. Matter of fact, I'll get to that later. I'll get to what I actually think happened in a minute. Let's get it.
Move like that, bro. Like, never move like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
You know, there's a lot that happens. But
A whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But, man, this day, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I just felt
Look at how many times this nigga is calling her, bruh. This shit is crazy, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I was so drunk, bro. I can't believe this shit happened, bro. I would never do this shit, bro. Stop talking to these bruh ass niggas. Bruh man ass niggas.
I'm sorry, bro. Like,
You're listening to Street TV.
nigga was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I got to the house, Sh0t, like, all top niggas, they gave me like 5 shots, like off the door, like, you feel me? And I was out of there, like, wasn't in there with niggas, like, you feel me? We was taking shots.
This nigga was done after 5 shots. 5 shots. They said Megan drunk about 5 bottles by herself. But granted, Megan's liver is bigger than Tory's little ass. So I get it. It makes perfect sense. Let's get it.
Past that time, I wasn't even there with niggas, like, bro. I don't even remember what we was even arguing about, bro. Like, you feel me? Like,
I don't even remember what we was arguing about. If this was about cheating, what difference would it make what they was arguing about? You know why it makes a difference what they was arguing about? Because whatever they was arguing about led to his ass popping that girl in the foot. That's why he said that.
yeah, no, I was already fucked up by the time you got there, so I don't know how much.
it's like, you know, but tell me what hospital she in?
You're
I'm going to try this combo.
I just told you, Cedar Medical.
Alright, you ain't got Quan's number, right? You ain't got my security number.
Quan, I do have his number.
Can you call this nigga Quan and tell this nigga, bro? You get a chance, bro, just figure out what you gotta do to bail me out this shit.
Okay.
Just figure out what you got to do to bail me out this shit. Now, if this is about cheating, how the hell is she going to bail him out when she was the one he was cheating on? Make that make sense. To all you niggas that's caping for Tory, make that make sense. How is she going to bail him out? What can she do? What could she do to bail him out? Considering the fact that he was messing with her before he was messing with me. Make that make sense.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm sorry again, bro.
I think honestly, we're gonna try to, because obviously, like, the longer you're in there, the more hot it's gonna get, because, you know, it's already on, like, there's no names released yet, but the report is already.
The longer you in there, the hotter it's gonna get. What do they got to do with cheating? That ain't got shit to do with cheating. That sound like that's about a shooting to me.
Already out, you know?
But like, out is what? What you mean out?
It's on some app. You know, Megan's team is on top of this.
Yeah, but like, niggas can't know. Niggas don't, there's no way that Megan's on like the thing.
What'd you say?
There's no way that Megan's like on the thing.
You're listening to Street TV.
No. So far, none of that is there. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of those. If anything, the only nigga that's gonna get this backlash is me. It's not gonna be her.
You know why he's the only nigga that's gonna get the backlash? Because he's the nigga that let off them shots. Allegedly.
But
yeah.
or not, bro. I just want to let y'all know, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I never did that shit if I wasn't that drunk, bro. Like, you feel me?
You have 1 minute remaining for...
And Kelsey don't sound scared. Like a lot of people, one of the prevailing theories is Kelsey Sh0t Made. She don't sound concerned at all. If you listen to the tone of her voice and you listen to the tone of his voice, it sounds like he knows I'm fucked. That's why he said, if anything, all of this is gonna be on me. He didn't even say nothing about Kelsey. He said, it's not gonna, none of this is gonna look bad on her. This is all gonna look bad on me. So what did Kelsey have to do with it? Like, hold on.
Call.
Get out of here,
You're listening to Street TV.
I can't hear you. Hello? Adana?
Now, if you listen to the tone of her voice, she sound like, yeah, Tory, you fucked up. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. Again, he asked her to do whatever she could to bail him out. He didn't say to bail us out of this situation. He didn't say, hey, we in this situation together. He said, do whatever you can, holler at my security guard, do whatever you can to bail me out of this situation. So this dude clearly knows that he's fucked. Why this fool took it to trial is beyond me. But he's a perpetual idiot, like I said. That's what perpetual idiots do. They perpetually fuck themselves. He was dumb enough to get drunk enough to do some shit like that. And this, let me get to what I think happened. Because I don't know all the little details. A lot of y'all know I didn't follow this shit like that. Like I said, I don't care about it like that. But he was allegedly flirting with Kylie Jenner, which is what supposedly triggered this whole situation. And I'm pretty sure Megan seen it and she got mad. That hurt her ego. That hurt her feelings. And Megan has admitted that she got a real reckless mouth. She talked real reckless to niggas. And she was talking about her boyfriends in particular. So this chick talks real reckless to her boyfriends, right? We got Tory the leprechaun with a Napoleon complex. And this nigga's ego, she probably said some shit to hurt his pride and hurt his ego. And him being the impulsive leprechaun that he is, he got pissed off and he pulled out the strap and he probably just tried to scare her and humiliate her. And see, Tory is a violent dude. Tory has a propensity towards violence. If you look at the August Alsina situation, he punched this nigga in the mouth, bust this nigga's mouth while he's awaiting trial for the Megan Thee Stallion case. Knowing damn well the jury can see this, this can get out, and the jury can see this, and they can look at me as a violent person. Not only do we got the August Alsina situation, I remember he punked the hell out of Travis Scott. Because I think Travis Scott was saying like he was stealing his style, he was biting his style, something like that. And he seen Travis Scott and he pressed him. And he was trying to fight him. And Travis Scott was like tucking his tail in between his legs like, no, bro, it's good. And Tory was basically bullying him at that point. So just looking at little shit like that, I'm pretty sure he probably just, started shooting at the ground to scare Megan. Because dudes like that, they like to humiliate women. They may not get violent with women and strike women in situations where a woman talks reckless to them or embarrasses them, but they're going to do something beyond, saying something verbally to come back at the chick, because he probably didn't have a verbal comeback. That's why he pulled out the strap. And they try to do shit to humiliate and instill an intense sense of fear in a woman as if he put his hands on her. So that's what I think that came down to. I think that he is one of those dudes that try to scare women to the degree that it has damn near the same effect of him beating on her. But that's my personal opinion. That's allegedly. And I think Kelsey, being the person that she is, was just, caught in between that situation. Let me check the chat. I ain't listened to it yet. Okay, yeah, I just played it. But from what I heard, he sounded guilty and he might have been on one of them blackout drunks and did it or don't remember. He said he don't remember shit that happened. He said he don't even remember what they was arguing about. He said he didn't even remember what they was arguing about. So yeah. But the nigga is a munchkin. The nigga comes from munchkin land. So, and he said he had 5 shots coming through the gate. So you know he was through. If this nigga's 5'2", which I heard is a lie, but we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. That's a little nigga. And I'm a little nigga, but I'm not that little. I'm like 5'9", 150 pounds. You know what I'm saying? When I'm working out, I'm a little bigger. When I'm working out and eating, I get a little bigger. But this dude is small. So he couldn't hold his liquor. And if you had 5 shots coming through the gate, I don't know if he said that's all he had for the night, but if he had that coming through the gate, I can only imagine how bent this dude was. You know, like I said, Megan, they say she killed about 5 bottles, you know. But like I said, her liver and kidneys is probably bigger than Tory Lanez. So that makes perfect sense. Let me see. He told on himself with the backlash statement. See, I ain't familiar with the backlash statement. What's that about? I bet the situation played out similar to the bar fight in Harlem Nights. That boy shot her. Hold on. Yeah, I seen that they had a meme. They had a meme like that, bro. They had a meme like Eddie Murphy. They superimposed Tory Lanez head on Eddie Murphy's body in Harlem Nights when he shot Della Reese in the foot. That shit was hilarious. But yeah, hold on, give me a second. Check this chat. What's been proved beyond a reasonable doubt is that this is a dumbass nigga. That's facts, Ray Payton. This nigga is straight retarded. Like I said, a perpetual idiot. And niggas like Tory Lanez is always gonna do dumb shit to sabotage yourself. See, perpetual idiots don't stop fucking themselves over until situations like this when this nigga's about to go to prison now. So he ain't even gonna be able to fuck himself over no more. But Tory Lanez is the type of nigga where one of the most hilarious yet true sayings that I ever heard in life is when my father told my little brother, who was always in trouble, he said, boy, because my brother was making excuses and always, you know, motherfuckers getting always in trouble, but it ain't never their fault. That's my little brother, right? So my daddy told him, boy, shit don't happen to you. You happen to shit. And I died laughing. I died laughing. But that's real shit. Tory Lanez is one of these people where shit don't happen to him. He happens to shit. And there's a lot of dudes out there like that. And like I said, I don't feel sorry for Megan because these are the type of dudes that they like. They love perpetual idiots. They love perpetual idiots. Out of all of the niggas that you could have, first of all, this nigga's like half your size. And I'm not hating on short niggas. I'm a tall, short nigga because I'm technically average height. But you ask a lot of these women, I'm short. You know, you got a lot of women that, yeah, if you ain't at 6 feet, you short. Whatever, cool. But I ain't in Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, Tory Lanez land. You know, that 5'5" and under, 5'6" and under realm. And that nigga has a short man complex. Like, he clearly has a short man's complex because he only tries to press people that are about his size or smaller than him. Maybe a little bit bigger than him if they soft. Because smaller dudes can press bigger dudes. Like, there's a lot of bigger dudes that's soft. Like, I press bigger dudes, not because I felt like they were soft, but because I felt disrespected. And they didn't do shit, to my surprise. Like, I would have knocked me out. But they didn't do shit. So smaller dudes can press bigger dudes if you got enough heart and if you really about it and they look you in your eyes and they can see, okay, this nigga's really ready to take it there. You can press a bigger dude. Five shots of for a toddler is crazy. Yeah, that's wild, bro. That's wild, but from what I heard, he sounded good to you, man. Yeah, that's wild, bro. But all of these dudes that defended Tory Lanez, like DJ Academics, this dude was going hard at Megan Thee Stallion. And this ain't no Megan Thee Stallion defense video, because like I said, I'm not even a fan of that damn girl. But at the end of the day, you don't jump out the window when these type of situations arise. Because when you deal with these kind of situations, people tend to be polarized, right? And what I mean by that is they tend to look at situations as if somebody is 100% right and somebody is 100% wrong, and there is no in between. And if you've seen enough of these situations play out in real life, you know in most cases, let me not say most cases, in a lot of cases, that ain't how it goes. It's accountability on both sides. It's people that did shit on both sides. It's people that's lying on both sides. It's people that's telling the truth on both sides. August almost 6 foot. I just checked and Google speakers said 5'11". Exactly. Exactly. But Tory probably got more heart than him. So he pressed him and stuck him in his mouth. It's Kenny B from the book. I thought I'd change the YouTube page name. Finally came up with the name for the show. Hold on, this Kenny B from the book. Though I changed my YouTube page, name finally came up. Name finally came up with the name for the show. You talking about me? Or what show you talking about? You talking about my Real Spit TV? But what's good, Kenny B, bro? How you feeling? I'm gonna look you up when I get off live. Or when I get off this live, I'm gonna look you up, bro. I'm gonna check you out. Hold on, give me a second. And oh yeah, this is not one of those hashtag protect black women videos either. Because I wiped my ass with that hashtag a long time ago. Because it ain't no protecting black women. There really is no protecting black women. Because when you understand what protection truly is, because we throw that term around too loosely. You know, black women aren't protected. We need to protect black women. Protection is not a random nigga hiding in the bush waiting for somebody to do something to you so he can jump out with a goddamn S on his chest and save your life. That's not protection. Protection is guidance, leadership, advice, giving knowledge, giving wisdom, giving game. And unfortunately, black women, most of them, have a deep-seated sense of resentment and respect and complete disregard for black men. Black men's opinions, thoughts, feelings, advice, knowledge, wisdom, perspective, any of that shit. And if you offer it, they look at you like, nigga, fuck you. And they go out their way to tell you, you can't tell me what to do. You're not my daddy. You can't. I'm a grown-ass woman. I do what I want to do. I'm independent. But apparently, they don't know what the word independent means. And it means you have to do shit on your own. You are not entitled to anything. For example, if I'm an independent artist, right? I'm not entitled to marketing, promotion, or album budget, or production, but none of that. As an independent artist, it is my job to promote my own album, market my own album and myself as an artist, figure out how I'm going to pay all these producers for all these beats, figure out how I'm going to pay for these videos to get done. That is my responsibility as an independent artist. And for the past my entire life, I'm 34 years old. My whole life, I've seen black women go around and tell anybody who would listen how strong they are, how independent they are, and how they don't need a nigga for shit. So guess what? Y'all gotta live up to that shit. And see, They think that they can talk cash shit and still get treated as poor, helpless, defenseless women. No, shit don't work like that. If you want to be treated like a poor, helpless, defenseless woman, then act like it. But it's way too much. Megan Thee Stallion, prime example. She laughed and joked about how she talks reckless to niggas, how she talks reckless to her boyfriends. And I'm pretty sure every nigga has dealt with that at least a few times in a relationship or shit, not in a relationship. And that shit has left a really bad taste in their mouths. So that whole Megan Thee Stallion, city girl, Cardi B type, no protection. No protection. Let them motherfuckers deal with whatever they got to deal with on their own. They're independent, remember? That's what you are. You're independent. So you're going to deal with it as a independent artist would have to deal with their career by your goddamn self. Check this chat. They don't want the protection. Yeah, they don't want the protection until they need the protection. They want the protection, but they don't want it until it's too late. You see, when you telling them, hey, that dude is bad news, stay away from that dude. They don't want the protection then. You know why? Because ain't shit happen bad. Ain't no adverse consequences came from that choice or for them messing with that dude. So they don't give two shits about what you got to say. They don't give two shits about you wanting to protect them from a dude that's dangerous or a dude that's bad news for whatever reason. But as soon as he jump on her ass, guess who she's gonna want to come save her? The same motherfuckers that she told to mind their goddamn business. And it don't work like that. It don't work like that at all. If y'all want protection, y'all need to learn how to listen. You don't want to listen? Cool. Keep being victims. And have nobody not give a fuck. Hey, look. What y'all got to understand is we know how to fight. Fuck, I know how to fight. A lot of these niggas don't know how to fight. I know how to fight. Right? I can box. I can do a few other things. I got the strap. I'm proficient with the strap. I go to the gun range. Okay? I'm not worried about being a goddamn victim. Y'all got to worry about being victims. We don't live in fear. And a lot of y'all don't either. See, a lot of women don't realize, a lot of women are real nonchalant about how dangerous the world actually is until some shit happens. And then it's, oh, black women are so unprotected. No. No, you have to prioritize your own safety. And clearly they don't prioritize their own safety. They don't take boxing lessons. I mean, you got some sisters that take self-defense and they go to the gun range, but most of them, they don't take boxing lessons. They don't take MMA lessons. They don't take Muay Thai lessons. They don't get a strap. They don't go to the gun range. They don't get a carry and conceal license. They don't get proficient with the gun. They don't get a knife. They don't learn how to use it. A lot of these motherfuckers don't even carry mace no more. See, they walk around society like shit is sweet out here. And when they realize it ain't sweet, now, oh, black women are so unprotected. No, we're not going to play that game. If you don't prioritize your own goddamn safety, why should I? Why should I? Because when we talk about protection, that shit gets real tricky. You can go to prison behind trying to protect one of these sisters. If you have to kill somebody in the process of protecting them, and based off of whatever technicality, they can send you to prison and hit you with a manslaughter charge or a murder 2 charge, and you go to prison, or you try to protect one of these motherfuckers and a dude kill you, or injure you, paralyze you, put you in the hospital. All of that shit is definite possibilities when we talk about protection. That's why we are not supposed to be out here protecting random women that we do not know. You know why? Because you got a family. You got a life. You got a reason to make it back home. That's not your responsibility. And if the community was different, and if these sisters was different, I would be singing a different tune. But based off of the way shit is now, and the way that it's been for the past several decades, No, they do not deserve, most of them don't deserve protection. And they say, I say this shit about all black women. I understand that this is not all black women. As a matter of fact, the fact that I know it's not all black women is what pisses me off even more. Because I know some good sisters. I know some cool sisters. I know some sisters that I would protect. I know some sisters that I would put my neck on the line for. But unfortunately, they get lumped in with the rest of them, with the city girls, because they don't separate themselves. See, a lot of the sisters that aren't the city girls, because y'all love to say, well, we ain't all like that. Well, y'all need to speak up. Y'all need to separate yourself. See, y'all like to mix in with the city girls and blend in with the city girls. Or y'all like to let them, talk all of that shit and make all of y'all look bad, and y'all won't speak up to counter it. So y'all get lumped in with them. That's what happens when you don't separate yourself. If it's 10 white people and 5 of them is talking some crazy racist shit, guess what? A nigga is going to assume all 10 of them is racist. The other 5 might not be racist. But guess what? If they just sitting there silent and ain't saying shit and just watching it go down, they're going to get lumped in with the racists. That's common sense. So if y'all don't want to be lumped in with the city girls, y'all going to have to separate yourself from the city girls. Y'all going to have to put your big girl panties on and stop worried about getting called a goddamn pick-me and weak, and do what y'all need to do to let brothers see that, hey, it is a considerable demographic of decent sisters out here that we should be protecting. Let's see. Tory had me fooled, but it was hard to believe Megan because she was lying too. They always lying. Exactly, Rico, YouTube, and that's the thing. Like, that's why in these types of situations, you don't want to take a hard stance. Like, I initially came out and I said, yeah, that nigga Tory is guilty. For one, I'm like, I don't think this girl is about to lie. Like, what does she get out of this? She could be mad. Something could have happened. But when he, like I said, when he started apologizing and I still want to be her friend, I said that nigga's guilty. And I actually made a Facebook post about it. I made a Facebook post about it as soon as it happened, as soon as I heard that CD or whatever. But yeah, like, she's lying, he's lying, Kelsey is lying. It's just a whole clusterfuck of alcoholic degenerates, caught up in a goofy ass situation that they should have been able to avoid. And this whole group looked crazy. Let me check the chat. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. The protection comes with the price, and most of them don't know what it looked like. Exactly. The ones that ain't still support the city girls and push the same narrative because they scared of being thrown out of the sisterhood. Exactly. You see, they are afraid of the sisterhood. And at best, most of them just don't do all of the extra shit that the city girls do, but they want to be accepted by the city girls because the city girls are like the real street niggas of the female community, of the black female community. The same way squares want to be accepted by street niggas. So they don't do nothing to accept themselves because they kind of sort of want to, if possible, be accepted by that group. It's the same way with the women. And the women are worse. The women are actually worse because women are bigger followers than men. And women lack, to a more significant degree, women lack originality. They lack being a leader and not being a follower. Women are followers in general. They're going to follow something. And they're usually going to follow what's popular and what has the more pervasive energy. And that would be the city girls. That would be the Megan Thee Stallion type, the Cardi B type, the Nicki Minaj type. They want to be accepted by that demographic. So they're not going to go against them. I see this shit every day on social media. And they actually look up to these women in a lot of ways. Because I pay attention to a lot of this shit. Like, and a lot of these women have deep-seated issues. And that's the crazy part. These city girls, a lot of these motherfuckers have deep-seated issues. Deep-seated issues. And you got perfectly normal women that are following the motherfuckers with deep-seated issues and being negatively influenced by the motherfuckers with deep-seated issues. I know a chick right now on Facebook who a lot of y'all don't follow me on Facebook, but I be clowning on Facebook, like talking about females. So she's kind of like a female version of me, but just more evil. Like, she just hate men because she's been sexually assaulted. Like, she had a lot of fucked up shit happen to her. And she told me personally, that she has issues. And I pay attention to all the other women that I know in my city that like her posts, that comment on her posts, that try to get buddy-buddy with her, that basically follow her. They kind of look up to her because she's clever, she's witty. A lot of these dudes aren't as bright as they should be. So when they interact with these women and it be like these little debates and shit, she can beat a lot of these dudes because she's clever, she's witty, and she's nonchalant, which are recipes for winning debates and hold on, let me check the chat. These new rapping girls don't even write their own and bars. Right, men do basically rapping hoes and they have influence. Exactly, bro. A lot of people don't even realize it be men ghostwriting 90% of this shit that these female rappers are saying, if not more. And they just rap from a female perspective. So that's 100% right, bro. They think they fans of the females. They actually fans of the men that's writing their lyrics. Them niggas be scared. These dudes don't be ready for no debate. Facts, bro. But even the dudes that are ready to debate, ready for a debate, a lot of them, they're ready like in terms of like courage, but they don't have the intellect or they don't have the personality to actually win a debate with this chick. So yeah, these other women see that and they get, courage. They get strength from that. And that makes them follow her. And this motherfucker has deep-seated issues. And I'm like, this shit is crazy. It's women that I know that come from a two-parent household, like decent sisters, being negatively influenced by this motherfucker. It's crazy. Let's see. But back to what I think happened. I think Kelsey took Tory's side because Megan is such a shitty person and she's such a shitty friend. And Kelsey is one of these weak chicks that gets bullied in her friendships by, if she's friends, because you have women that bully their friends. You have women that are, for lack of a better term, the alpha women in the group. And they bully their friends. They steal their boyfriends. They sleep with their boyfriends. They hit them up for money and don't pay it back. Like, they all kind of shit. But it's like a weird dynamic where the bully chick still looks at that as her friend. But it's like, on some Debo shit. You're my friend. Giving them motherfuckers noogie and shit. But you still have to be loyal to me. I'm going to shit on you. I'm going to sleep with your boyfriends. I'm going to steal your men. I'm going to bully you. But you still have to be my loyal friend. And because these chicks like Kelsey are weak, they don't know how to get out of the situation. They don't know how to say, fuck you. Let's see, Megan 5'10" and Kelsey 5 feet. She for sure be punking her. Facts. And I ain't even just talking about like in size. I'm talking about just in energy. Like, you got people who just have weaker energy than other people. And they're easily bullied in these situations. And Kelsey, like you heard on the phone with Tory, she has weak energy. Like, you just found out this dude was sleeping with your friend and you just let him tell you, do whatever you gotta do to try to bail me out of this situation, and you just found out that he's sleeping with your best friend and your employer at this point, who ain't paying you shit, might I add. So she's just getting fucked over all the way around on both sides. So she's getting not bullied by Tory, but taken advantage of by Tory and bullied by Meg. Hell, and taken advantage of. Because she's a damn personal assistant. And she getting like, what, $1,500? I seen some crazy shit like that. Said she only getting like $1,500 being her personal assistant. Crazy. Let me see. Check this chat. Rico YouTube, I can't lie, bro. I thought he didn't do it. Then I heard this call. Yeah, bro, and he had a lot of people food. Dude had a lot of people food. Like, when I heard the album, I was like, damn, I don't know. But when I got to the songs to where he was talking that, I still got love, I'm like, yeah, that nigga did it. But when he came out, because he came out like he had smoke for her on the first song. If you listen to the Daystar album, like the first song or two, the nigga came out like he had smoke for her. Like, nah, this is some bullshit. I'm innocent. They trying to frame me. They trying to set me up. It's Rock Nation. It's Jay-Z. Right? And we know how these women can be. I think I'm going to make a video because we see what happened with Tank. If y'all watch boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis, he just got caught up in a situation with his baby mama. This nigga's baby mama just got him locked up a few days ago or about a week ago, saying that he put hands on her and their daughter. And she came out like 2 days ago saying that, oh, he actually really didn't hit me. Basically admitted that she was lying. And you had people throwing Tank under the bus. Right? Now they look fucking stupid. Just like these niggas that was taking Tory Lanez side. And I get like, these situations, it's a 50-50 thing. Because it can look one way based off of the fact that they all making bad decisions. This motherfucker is lying over here, and then this motherfucker is lying over there, making it look like this motherfucker is innocent, or this motherfucker is lying over here, making it look like this person is telling the truth about what happened to them. And these situations play out like that a lot. That's why you can't be polarized when trying to draw a conclusion as to, who you think is actually telling the truth. But it's best to just wait for all the facts and all the details to come out. That's why I don't like giving my perspective on a lot of shit until I know all the facts, or as much as possible. Because we get so much misinformation in the age of information. We get more misinformation than anything. And these people will actually put out bullshit stories. Like in boxing, they do that shit all the time. These promoters and these boxers, they will put out bullshit stories intentionally so the fans can take it and run with it. And then the real thing will come out, and it is like people strategically use misinformation in a lot of ways these days. From governments on down. My BM did the same thing. And a lot of brothers been through that, bro. A lot of brothers have been through that because we live in a day and age where these women are real vindictive, like extra vindictive. Like even from the Bible days. Hold on, let me get this light. It's light in her bed. It's getting dark. And give me a second, y'all. Just trying to get this light. Better. But yeah, ever since biblical days, they told us hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. But in this day and age, it's way worse because now more than ever, society accommodates the shit. You see, back in the day, it used to be the complete opposite. Like, women were actual victims, and it was so bad for women back in the day that they could go to the cops and they wouldn't do shit. Like, back in the day, nobody cared. So, I get that. I get when women talk about how bad it was years ago for them. I get it. I understand totally. It was bad for y'all. You know, they could get sexually assaulted. They got beat on, all kinds of shit, and nobody did nothing because the power structure was purely male. And there was no female influence whatsoever in the power structure. But in this day and age, it's completely different. And it's like they work for women these days. So they gonna lock your ass up whether you did it or not, whether they got a shred of evidence or not. And when these chicks get caught lying, there is no consequences. So they know worst case scenario, I just get proven to be a liar and nothing happens. There's no consequences. So yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. Yeah, but women are the first to destroy someone's image. Exactly, because that's one of the ways that they fight. Because women don't have the same strengths that we have. We fight with this. You dig what I'm saying? We can fight with this too, but you know, we have more physical strength. They have more social strength. And that's what they use against us. They use their the perception that society has and the fact that people look at women as poor, helpless, defenseless, delicate little creatures. They weaponize that and they use it against us because society looks at us like fucking savages. And, you know, a lot of men are, granted, but yeah, they use that shit against us, bro. Every time. And like I said, there is no consequences when they get proven to be liars. So it's like, what's the worst that can happen? Now, if they started charging their ass and they started giving these women whatever time that they was going to give us, if we got proven guilty of whatever they accused us of, that shit would change overnight. Overnight, we would see record accusations drop overnight. Whatever the percentage of accusations and these domestic violence cases is, that shit would get cut in half overnight. If women got charged with whatever that we was going to get charged with. I feel like the internet is tired of females lying on men and not getting penalized. I call it the Amber Heard effect. You had them chicks come out and say they was paid to lie on R. Kelly. Amber Heard. Yeah, bro. Well, men is definitely getting tired of it. Men definitely getting tired. We've been tired of this shit. The one that lied on T.I., etc. Yeah, that one chick, and she got a history of that shit, I think. Matter of fact, I did a video on it. A long time ago. They can do that and know they can tarnish your name and your character, play victim, and then even if you're proved innocent, people still gonna side-eye you. Exactly, because certain allegations in this country is just as bad as being charged with some shit. Like, even if you get found guilty, even if you get found innocent, the fact that you was charged for it is such a bad look that it's like if you could get a 50% or a 25% guilty verdict, that's what it is. That's what I liken it to. It's like if they said we find you 25% guilty, even though you're innocent, society is still gonna treat you like you're 25 to 50% guilty. So yeah, this dude Tank, he got a fight next week. So less than 2 weeks before this dude has a fight, she gets this man locked up, saying that he not only put hands on her, but on his daughter. And come to find out, she was abusing him. Like, she spit in his face. Like, this nigga took a picture of himself with her spit on his face. Not only that, she put baby shit on his toothbrush, bro. Like, I I might do a video on this shit. But she put baby shit on his toothpaste. Like he took a video of his toothbrush with baby shit on it. And he took a picture of himself with spit still on his face. And this motherfucker came out and said that, oh, I was so excited. What's the word that she used? I was so, whatever word she used. Basically, it pushed me to lie on him. Even the girl that said Nicki's husband, right there, came out and said she lied, and her family been saying she was lying the whole time. Damn, that's crazy. Matter of fact, I heard she was lying. I didn't know her family came out and said she was lying. But I've seen that too. I've seen certain women are so janky that even a family don't fuck with them. Even a family will come to the defense of a strange man because they know how crazy and fucked up they relative is. This female family member is. I've seen it countless times. Laughing about Tank, a beta. Tank is definitely a beta, bro. I gotta agree with you, Don Hughes. Tank is definitely a beta. Cause we seen him snatch Ari up. Remember he was at the basketball game with Ari and the nigga snatched her up by her collar and drug her out of there. Like Tank is one of those dudes, you can tell he's real insecure. You can tell Tank only is really popular with women because he's a rich and famous boxer. Like, cause Tank can't even talk. Like this nigga sounds like he's half autistic when he talks. Like Tank sounds slow as hell when he talk. So women like men that are articulate, or at least a man with a mouthpiece where you can understand what you saying. You can't even understand what this nigga Tank be saying half the time. That's how slow he sounds. So a lot of these women don't have respect for Tank just based off of the fact that he can't even articulate himself. And when they start to see the chinks in your armor in a relationship, it gets even worse. That's why she's doing that to him. See, women do certain shit because they don't respect you. When they spit on you, that's like the ultimate form of disrespect, because women don't treat every man the same. The same way we don't treat every woman the same, they don't treat every man the same. We treat thoughts like thoughts. If you're smart, you're going to treat a thought like a thought. We treat decent chicks like they decent, and so on and so forth. Women are the same way. If you command and demand respect, they're going to be more respect you. They may not have, ultimate respect because they ultimately don't really respect shit. But they're going to respect you way more than they respect other dudes. They're not going to play the same kind of games with you that they play with other dudes. And that's what Tank is, if Tank is smart, that's what he gonna see. He needs to get the hell away from that chick. Because that chick, she'll fuck around and ruin your life, bro. She already tried to ruin his life. Like, this dude got millions of dollars on the line. This dude got an undefeated record on the line. He don't need that shit on his mind. When you are a fighter, you need the ultimate focus, concentration, mental peace. Your life cannot be in turmoil outside of the ring and your career continue to flourish. I mean, it can for a certain period of time, but unless you got the focus of a Floyd Mayweather, that shit is it's gonna catch up with you, bro. It's gonna catch up with you. And I've seen Floyd fight at times where I knew he had woman problems. When he fought Maidana the first time, he had problems with Miss Jackson. That's when Miss Jackson had just left him right before that Maidana fight. And that's the last fight that people say he lost, even though he won the fight, but that was a tough fight. The rematch was way easier. So it could have been that he wasn't focused. Well, he had a lot of shit on his mind. Man, I seen that too, bro. That shit was terrible, wasn't it, bro? Horrible. Hell no, I leave her so fast. She had to be like that before he had kids. Exactly, bro. Exactly, Ron. But you got to understand, Tank, on top of the fact that Tank is still relatively young, he ain't that bright. He's clearly not that bright. Like, the nigga can barely talk. So Tank is not that smart. But a lot of brothers have to go through this kind of shit to learn from it, to say, I'm never going through that again. Because I think most men, we have a certain, like, it's almost like a gas tank for bullshit, right? So we have our bullshit gas tank. And in our 20s is when we allow women to use up their gas. That way, by the time you 30 or you in your early 30s, that gas tank, that bullshit gas tank needs to be empty and never getting refilled again. You see? I got all of my bullshit, meter got ran out in my 20s too. So by the time I was 30, for the most part, I didn't have no more gas to give a motherfucker. These niggas still shooting. I don't know if y'all heard that these niggas still shooting. But yeah, Tank, his bullshit meter hopefully is run out, bro. Hopefully it's run out. And situations like this need to be, even if your bullshit gas tank is half full, when you go through some shit like this, that need to take all the gas out the gas tank. Like, this is a life-changing situation. I get you got a kid with her, you got a daughter with her, whatever. That shit don't matter, bro. That shit don't matter. Tank ain't that smart, so he gonna lose that. Castillo, the only dude who probably beat. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. Castillo is the only dude that legit beat Floyd. Floyd edged Oscar out. He edged Maidana out. Castillo was the only one that beat Floyd. And that's because Floyd was actually injured in that first fight. His shoulder was hurt. If you watch the fight again, in the first 2 to 4 rounds, when Floyd was still winning the fight, you heard him tell Roger in the corner that his shoulder was hurt. It was bothering him because he was injured. He had got injured right before that fight. Let me see. But yeah, see, dudes like Tory, the chicks like Megan, they're fun, right? The dudes that bring all of the bullshit that they say we're supposed to be protecting them from, that's what they gravitate to. So fuck it, let them suffer. We cannot concern ourselves with their stupidity, because that's what women will do. Women, they want you to save them from their fucked up decisions, and we cannot protect black women from their goofy ass decisions. You just need to listen to somebody who's going to tell you how to avoid those goofy ass decisions. Or at least when we see you make goofy ass decisions, we can say, no, that's a goofy ass decision. You probably want to go the other way. But they don't listen. As long as they like him, I don't give a damn what he did. There's nothing you can do to protect a woman from a man that she likes. She ain't even gotta love him. If she likes him, there's nothing that you can do to save her from that. So all of this hashtag protect black women shit, we cannot protect black women from their own goofy ass decisions. You see, you motherfuckers just need to learn how to listen. If you can't listen, fuck it. You're gonna keep on going with what you've been going through. More power to you. I personally don't give a damn. Because like I said, I'm nobody's victim. I can handle myself. Y'all the ones that don't, you ain't strong enough. Well, some of y'all is strong enough, but y'all don't prioritize your own safety. So, fuck it. Until black women prioritize their own safety and exercise that goddamn equality that they love to talk about, women love to talk about how equal they are to men until it comes time to protect themselves. See, it's funny when it comes to sleeping around, like we sleep around. When it comes to sleeping around like we sleep around, they want to be equal. And it's, well, if men can do it, we can do it. And they say that shit like, we wake up, roll over in the bed, fuck 4 or 5 women and go back to sleep. We do a whole lot of shit in between fucking random women. Okay? Like fixing shit, protecting ourselves, all kind of shit. So if you truly want to be equal, Take all the take everything that we do. Don't just take sleeping around. Don't just take that part of the game. We learn how to fight. We learn how to shoot. We learn all kinds of shit. We learn how to get good with a knife, all of that. So take that part of the game too. And protect your goddamn self. These females know about who they are messing with, and they know the cost of what they do. What they bet on is simp men to jump in and protect them from their messed up decisions. That's facts, bro. That's fact. Can't blame Tory for getting it in with Meg. That ass is ridiculous. That ass is ridiculous, but Meg is a straight up trash can female. Facts, but recreational use. Exactly. Chicks like Megan is for recreational use only. And dudes need to learn how to stiff arm women to a certain degree. They need to learn how to use these chicks for recreation while keeping 6 degrees of separation. And see, you have to guide them into what role they're going to put you in, because they're going to put you in some role. They're going to put you in some position. Whether they put you in the trick bag, whether they put you in the emotional gratification bag to where you the dude that call them up and talk to them about all their problems and they get that emotional validation, whether they put you and the dude that as the dude that's gonna be sweating them and telling them how fly they is and how fine they is and how much you want to get with them, whether they gonna use you as the nigga that they use to fix shit around the house when something go wrong in the home or in their car, whether they gonna use you as, I already said the trick, the dude that they use when they horny and they need to get their rocks off. See, that's the role that I like to play. See, that's my shit there, boy. That's my shit, and that's what I'm gonna guide them right on into putting me in. And you do that by controlling how much you talk to them and how much time that you spend with them and how you interact with them and the type of shit that you say when you interact with them. And see, it's an art to it. It's a science to it. You want them to like you, but you don't want them to like you too much. You want them to like you just enough for you to hit it. You don't want them to like you to the point where they want you to be the dude that got them on his arm. You see, and sometimes that's tricky. Sometimes you don't control that. Because, if you just that handsome and your personality is just that good and your game is just that good, even if you ain't even really trying to put the game on them like that, it happens. It happens. But you want to try to guide them into the role that they're going to put you in. So you got to be conscious of that when you deal with these chicks, even when dealing with them for recreation. But that's facts, Cyrus. That's facts, bro. But yeah, they be knowing about who they messing with, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just hope or they just tell themselves nothing is going to go wrong, because women lie to themselves all the time. That's why the notion of an honest man is so laughable, because these motherfuckers can't even be honest with themselves. So the notion of us wanting us to be honest when you can't even tell your goddamn self the truth is ridiculous. That's beyond me. I be telling niggas they gotta stop falling in love and trying to go past more than a couple of claps. Exactly with these city girls. You gotta stand off and bowl with them and shake. Exactly, bro. See, you want to clap about 3 or 4 times. You want to have your fun 1, 2, 3, 4 times. After that, hell, even before that, it can get, they can be like, okay, I want him to be my man. If they like you enough, depending on, you may have that personality that's the type of personality that they gravitate to. It may be something about you that is the type of shit that they gravitate to. And you can't really control how much they like you. But I'm kind of good at, controlling how much they like me to a certain degree. It definitely goes to another level when you start sleeping with them, if you good in bed. But your personality is also going to be a big part of that, because women are not all about sex. You know what I'm saying? Your personality, your personality is far more important to women than their personality is to us. At least as it pertains to like falling hardcore in love. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you definitely, if you're going to deal with the city girls, because I tell dudes just to avoid the city girls. I avoid them for the most part, but just being real, I still deal with city girls from time to time. Because you got some cool, and it's the thing, you got some cool city girls. It's some cool city girls. Like every city girl is not the stereotypical toxic chick. You know what I'm saying? They just have city girl habits. You know, going to the club, going on trips, partying, twerking. You know, the dressing like thoughts. Being kind of loose. You know, but personality wise, you got some cool city girls. Like I got some home girls that's hella cool. You know what I'm saying? But they city girls. Just ask them hoes to pay the light bill after you clap. And they'll leave you alone. That's facts, bro. That's facts. Yeah. Try to get in their pocket. But if they like you enough, they'll do it. That's the thing. If they like you enough, they'll do it. Like that ain't gonna scare them off. You dig what I'm saying? Because contrary to popular belief, virtually every woman spends money on a man. They just do it for the men that they really like. And a lot of men don't understand this because they're never the dude that a woman is going to spend money on. So they think the shit don't happen to no men. They think women just don't spend money on men. And that's bullshit. They spend money on the top 10% of men that they like. Maybe the top 5% of men that they like. But they ain't spending money. Like dudes, you got dudes to where every chick that he deal with, he tricking off on. Or at least half of the women that he deal with, he's tricking off on, or he will trick off on, or he will give her some money to pay a bill or something. And it ain't like that with women. Just because they deal with you, or just because they sleep with you, don't mean that they like you enough to actually go in a purse for you to get something out there. That ain't how it work with them. Too much risk, not much reward. No thanks. I feel you, Ron. I feel you, bro, but that's when you kind of got to gauge their personality. See, when I say I mess with some city girls, I've gauged their personality, so I know that they're relatively cool. I really avoid dealing with the city girls out in the street. A lot of the city girls that I deal with, virtually all the city girls that I deal with come from social media. Like these ain't chicks that I see in the streets and I go out my way to holler at. Because I don't really, them the last chicks that I really approach like that, for the most part. Unless she, thick enough and she look good enough and I think I know I can get it. But yeah, I feel you though, Ron. It's definitely a risk. But it's a risk with all women. Yeah, you right there. It's a risk with all women, Ron. Like, whether they city girls or not, like it's women that ain't city girls. Like they professional women. And they will drag your ass through the ringers worse than any city girl you ever met. I've seen it personally. I've seen it with me and in my family. And you get older and you be like, damn, so I would have never imagined such and such would have did that. You gotta there's some chicks that social city girls that don't really be on that for real, but play it online and around their friends. Facts, bro. That's exactly what they do. They have the it's almost like cosplay city girlism. You know what I'm saying? It's like putting on a costume. They like partying. They like to have a good time. They like to twerk and shit like that. They like to dress provocative and thottish, but they don't have the city girl attitude. Like I know some sweet city girl. So they're not city girls in the textbook sense with like the toxic shit, but they city girls in their aura. So yeah, it's a lot of, and them be some of the coolest chicks to lay up with, for real. Like, just being honest, them be some of the coolest chicks to lay up with. Because they down to earth. Because look, if we being real, we all get turned on by the city girls. If we being real. But it's the negative personality traits that come with the city girls that's the big turnoff. I mean, I don't like ratchetness, but it turns me on, you know. So just being real. Just being real. A lot of the shit that we don't like turns us on. It's the same way with women and street dudes. But they, you know, they like that shit. But yeah, the city girls, that's why so many dudes risk it all for the city girl. Dudes be having good wives at home. Now that's what I don't agree with. If you got a good woman, don't risk it all for a city girl. But ain't nothing wrong with laying up with a city girl every now and then. I'm about to get off in a minute. Y'all got some questions? Talk about anything in particular? If not, I'm about to jump off. Yeah, go on and put it in the chat. If you got anything in particular you want me to touch on, or, you know. Hope y'all having a good New Year's too, man. Okay, I don't see no new comments, so I'm about to get off, y'all. So it's been a cooler hour and a half, whatever. However long I've been on here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to be more consistent with the content. Like I said, what do you think about Tory's appeal chances? I don't. It ain't looking good for him. It ain't looking good for him. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Like I said, I ain't been keeping up with the situation like that. I mean, I know certain shit about it, but I ain't been keeping up with it that tough because I don't, like I said, I don't really give a damn about the situation. But I think dude going to prison. Dude definitely going to prison. Matter of fact, yeah, it ain't looking good. That nigga ain't getting off on appeal because it's too much that went into this. This is way too high profile. That prosecutor ain't about to let that happen. Like, I don't think that prosecutor, nah. Well, I mean, he already got the guilty verdict, but I don't think that they gonna let dude off on appeal. You know, somebody gonna have to get paid off for dude to get off on appeal. Somebody gonna have to make a phone call. You know, probably somebody from the small hat mafia is gonna have to make a phone call to somebody. You know, talking about he makes us too much money. You know, we need you to look out. We need you to do us a favor on this one. You know, he's making us a lot of money. Outside of that, I don't see it. I don't see it, bro, because you a Canadian. You come into our country. Your ass is already a felon. You got an unregistered gun. You got a gun illegally. And you shooting superstars in affluent neighborhoods, and you got white folks observing this shit, affluent, average, everyday white folks observing. I don't see him getting off on this shit. I don't see it. But we'll see, bro. We'll see. That phone call was a muffler. Right, Ray Payton? I heard that shit. I was like, damn. But, like I said, it makes perfect sense. Like, when I first heard the story, I was like, I don't see Megan lying. I don't see what she would get by lying about this, because it's one thing when if Megan was a regular chick, because women tend to do shit like that out of anger and emotion when they're regular chicks that aren't known and they're dealing with a rapper or a celebrity. But another superstar is far less likely to, you know what I mean? She don't stand nothing to gain. She don't get nothing out of the attention that comes from that. like a regular chick would. A regular chick would like all the attention and all the people adding her and following her on social media, and maybe she can come up with some merch and find a way to make some money off of the shit. Like, Megan didn't really stand nothing to gain from this. So I was like, I don't see her lying about that. And then when his album came out and I heard the first song, I'm like, damn, it seemed like Tory telling him, damn, I don't know what's going on. But when he started apologizing, or not even just apologizing, saying, I still want to be your friend and I still got love for you and all that, I'm like, yeah, that nigga guilty. That nigga guilty. Yeah, guilty. Yeah, it's a wrap for him being in the States. Yeah, bro. They gonna make an example out of that nigga, I think. I think they gonna make an example out of that nigga. You don't bring your ass over here wilding out like, first of all, you a nigga. In or out of the States, you a nigga. But you a nigga from another country coming over here as a rapper, catching felonies, catching cases, still running around with pistols, unregistered pistols as a felon, and shooting superstars in affluent neighborhood. What was that? Calabasas or some shit like that? That was at College in the House. I think she stayed in Calabasas. I mean, I'm pretty sure she got plenty houses, but it was probably like in Calabasas somewhere. They not finna go for that, man. You up here pulling nigga shit in Calabasas? Like, get out of here, bro. We about to nail your ass to the wall. She gained the power of the black feminists backing her up now. Whatever she do, they gonna support her. That's what I felt she had to gain. Yeah, but she already had that. Because you gotta understand, that whole city girl demographic is feminist. That whole Nicki Minaj, city girl, Megan Thee Stallion, they are that is the feminist demographic. They're talking about female empowerment. All of the shit that they rap about is female empowerment. At least that's how they see it. You know, a woman taking charge of her sexuality and, you know, treating men the way they treat us and all that. That's empowering to these women. So she already had the support of the, you know, of the black feminist demographic. They just probably are more vocal now because they didn't have a reason to kind of stand out. They more vocal now after this situation, but she definitely already had their support. Just that whole female rapper, city girl demographic is especially the young black feminist demographic, the 40 and under feminist crowd. That's the Megan Thee Stallion city girl crowd, you know, because this situation didn't give her support from like the conservative black feminist crowd, like the sisters 45 and up, you know, 55-year-old conservative black feminists that, you know, they not riding for Meg hardcore after this. So she already had the young black feminists on her team. They just probably more. What's good, King? I'm about to get off in a second, bro. I wish you but you can catch the replay. You can catch the replay. What's good? How you feeling though, bro? They praising her like a hero, and that's money. Well, I mean, she already had money. She already made money. Like, they're either buying her music more, which they're not doing. They're either going to her concerts more, which they're not doing. Ain't nobody going to her concert because she got shot in the foot. You know what I mean? Or they're buying her merch more, or they're watching her video. You know, they may be consuming her content a little more. Like, listening, they may be streaming her more. They may be watching her videos more. They may, you know, a few more dollars, but this didn't put a significant amount of money in her purse. I don't see where that revenue would have came from just because she got shot in the foot. Granted, her name, you know, is steady in the news or whatever, but she was making enough money to where she didn't need to. That's why she lied about it. Like, she didn't press charges on Tory. The state pressed charges on Tory. You dig what I'm saying? Like, Megan didn't. She wasn't the one that pressed charges. She actually tried to, you know what I'm saying? She actually tried to look out for dude, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. She had it to a certain extent, but now it's so much more now. I'm looking at a graph of her following, and that shit straight up since July. Yeah, well, that's just overall in general. You know, that ain't even just feminist. That's like, you know, women that didn't know about her, period. Or she wasn't on their radar like that, period. Just because she's on the news, you gotta understand. She did an interview with Gayle King. You know, it's people who, the crowd that watches Gayle King is not the Megan Thee Stallion crowd. So when Megan Thee Stallion gets on Gayle King and they're like, oh, this girl. So yeah, it's probably a few of these women that, you know, they started checking for her after that. But let me see, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm hip. Yeah, bro. But I feel what you're saying though. She definitely didn't lose nothing with this situation. That's for damn sure. And she definitely you know, went up a little more. Probably became a little more successful. I know the system and the infrastructure is gonna push her a little harder after this. She did one with Hillary Clinton too. Damn, I didn't know that, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like you know, this situation put her in the Gayle King, Hillary Clinton crowd. So that's probably a considerable amount of why that graph shot up like that. You know, because that crowd is not the city girl crowd. So, you know, you probably got a few of them checking for Megan now after this situation. I got any more questions? Anything else y'all want me to touch on, speak on, get my perspective on, elaborate on, whatever? I'll give y'all a second to put it in the chat. This live was sponsored by Auntie Anne's, Lemonade, and Malibu. Shit is a hell of a combination. I need to be a bartender. I can make some damn good drinks. Well, Nick Cannon have more kids than you. You stupid, Ron. I bet you he will. This nigga ain't better. This nigga couldn't go 12 weeks last year without having a kid. So I doubt he'd be able to go 12 months without having one. You silly, Ron. Yeah, I bet you that nigga will have a bunch of more kids. Mariah, she racked up in sympathy awards. She definitely did, Mariah. She definitely did. She got all the sympathy. You know, she definitely got a shit ton of sympathy. No, Hillary got behind her for a political reason to push that left agenda. Yeah, bro, I can't stand it, fam. I can't stand them goddamn leftists. Like, I don't really pick sides. Like I said, I'm not a polarized person. I understand that the left wing and the right wing are both wings on the same goddamn bird that don't give two shits about black people. Especially the heterosexual black man. So I'm not left or right. But I'm more conservative than I am liberal. But some shit, I'm liberal. But for the most part, I'm conservative. I'm more conservative. I'm a conservative leaning type of dude. You know, liberalism is like, you know, these are the motherfuckers really pushing that mental illness and mass delusion. You know, these are the Skittles crew. You know, that's the Skittles crew promoting political wing, which is mass delusion. He's sitting at 12. Yeah. Bro got a dozen. Yeah, it's only 12 motherfuckers on here. I think something going on with Nick, bro. Yeah, bro, Nick, you know, Nick has always been a little weird. But yeah, I don't know. Something's up with that dude. This nigga wearing turbans and this nigga trying to look like Jafar from Aladdin and shit and having 1,000 kids. I don't know what's up with this nigga. I don't know. You know. Then this fool gonna have Professor Grip on his show. And if any of you pro-black niggas watching, let me give y'all some game. Stop being so goddamn bold and egotistical, knowing goddamn well you need the white man's infrastructure to some degree. You see? Niggas try to be bold in the white man's house. You on his internet, on his YouTube, on his whatever, streaming platform, whatever, and you think you're going to be able to call them savages and it's just gonna go well for you, especially with Professor Grip. Like, it would have been one thing to invite Professor Grip on his show and let Professor Grip say all the shit that he said, but Nick Cannon upped it a notch. And that's what a lot of niggas do. They like to, when they get around pro-black dudes, they like to jump out the window. Just like when they get around street dudes. Niggas try to act more street and tougher than what they really are. So Nick Cannon was dumb for saying what he said. For one, it didn't even make logical sense, right? It wasn't the most elaborate point that he could try to make. And it damn sure wasn't the best way to articulate that sentiment. So it was just dumb all the way around. Boy pleads to white daddy for this shit back. Exactly. So if you're going to do that, you might as well just shut up and be conscious of what you say. Ain't nobody telling you to kiss ass, but don't say nothing stupid to where you're going to have to completely bend the knee and kiss these folks' ass. Now black folks is mad. The same black folks that was cheering you on and rooting you, they turned on him. They turned on him. After he came out apologized, them same niggas turned on him. So, but these is the niggas who you tried to get brownie points from them. That's why you said what you said. You wanted the respect of them. And they turned on you. And on top of that, they didn't even have the power to get you your shit back to begin with. So we got to get out of this thing where we try to impress motherfuckers who ain't even in a position to do shit for us either way. There's nothing that them niggas could do for Nick Cannon. Either way. To get him out of trouble or even without him being in trouble. These dudes are not, this is not the primary consumers of your content to begin with. So why the fuck are you trying to cater to them? I mean, obviously because he wanted to be accepted. You know, he was on his brandy shit. Niggas be on that brandy shit. They just want to be down. And they got to get out of there. Nick trying to get us past 13% high. Right. Facts, I'm more right-leaning conservative than liberalism. Is a thong with wings, taking Viagra and Ritalin. Hell no. You out. That boy plays his way there. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely more conservative leaning. The black community needs conservatism more than anything. If niggas was conservative, if niggas was more conservative, that would solve a lot of our problems. You know, all the way we be having kids willy-nilly, all of these broken homes, all of that shit, the single motherhood epidemic in the black community, a lot of that shit would decrease considerably to significantly if we were a more conservative community. But we are a liberal community, so it's anything goes. It's the goddamn Wild Wild West in the black community because we're liberal. See, that shit is destroying the community. It works for the Mexicans, Nigerians, and the Asians. Exactly, bro. Exactly. It seems conservatism seems to work for everybody else that practices it. But, you know, niggas over, they focus too much on racism. And what I mean by that is they worry too much about whether somebody like you or not. I don't give a damn about whether white folks like me or not. As long as you respect me and as long as if we can work together on some shit that's mutually beneficial, I'm good with that. You ain't got to like me. I ain't got to like you. If it's fuck me, it's fuck you. We can still work together though. I don't give a damn. I don't need the white man's acceptance. I don't need nobody's acceptance. I don't give a damn who like me or who don't like me. I'm all about getting mine for me and mine. And that's what the community needs to be about. If we was more concerned about getting ours for our community and not, oh, but they're racist. Who gives a fuck? All these motherfuckers racist. The left and the right. The thing with the left is they just hide it. See, the right, they at least, I would rather know where I stand with a motherfucker. So I know not to drop my guard. See, I know to keep my guard up with you. And I can respect that. I can respect the fact that you carry it in a way to where I know to keep my goddamn guard up. What I don't respect is motherfuckers smiling in my face and stabbing me in the back. That's what I don't respect. But niggas want acceptance and niggas want to feel good. Niggas want to feel accepted, and we need to get out our goddamn feelings. Stop worrying about how people make you feel and just move based off of logic. Excuse me. What makes the most logical sense for me and my community? You don't like all your goddamn coworkers. All your coworkers don't like you. You know goddamn well you got coworkers that hate your guts. And you still work with them every day. And sometimes you got to work with them directly. And y'all both know y'all hate each other guts. So why the fuck can't you do it with the white man? Make that make sense. Facts, Ice Cube. Exactly, King. Ice Cube, prime example. He gets it. Like, I don't give a damn whether they like us and whether Trump like us. Yes, Trump is a white supremacist. Yes. He's a white supremacist. He's a racist. His daddy was at got caught at a goddamn Klans rally. Guess what? Don't fucking matter. I'm not worried about him lynching me. I'm not worried about getting strung up. I'm not worried about getting burned or set on or none of that shit. What are they gonna do to me? A motherfucker not liking you has never hurt you. At least not physically. It may hurt your feelings if you're weak. But outside of that, no. A motherfucker can't hurt you simply because they don't like you. I don't know. Hillary definitely pulled hot sauce on the radio show. Just mock black and you got a vote in your pocket. I remember she was doing a damn nay-nay, I think, on TV One on Roland Martin. That shit was shameful. That shit was shameful. And the types of shit that the liberals pull, that shit is like, it's infuriating because they show you how dumb they view us. When you got Joe Biden sitting down with Cardi B, airheaded ass, what the fuck does Cardi B have to lend to a conversation, to any important conversation about any goddamn thing? Please tell me, what does Cardi fucking B have of importance to say? Nothing. But you know why Joe Biden was happy to sit down and talk to her ass? Because they know niggas like Cardi B. So if niggas like Cardi B and I want niggas to vote for me, let me sit down and have a conversation on racism and shit like that with Cardi B. And then niggas will vote for me the same way they support Cardi. That's how they think. That's how the liberals think. And that's how dumb they view us. See, that shit like that should piss the black community off. Because that's an insult to, if you got some intelligence, that's an insult to your intelligence. Because you can see, what it is. And that's disrespectful. Trump done did a bunch of for black folks. Listen to Joe Brown talk about. Yeah, bro, Trump he did do a lot of shit for black folks. Trump did a lot of shit that helped niggas out, bro. So I don't give a damn about him being a white supremacist. More power to you, Trump. Keep making sure me and my people keep getting these little benefits we getting. I don't give it. Hey, go to another goddamn Klan rally. Shit. I can't stand that they got Trina and that gay dude to make that song. No fucking tune. I can't stand the Democrats. Yeah, I didn't know about that, bro. I don't know what song you talking about. I'm gonna have to look that up. Yep. Yeah, Mariah, you already know. He motherfuckers hella disrespectful. Build out Lil Wayne and Kodak Black. Bet you it ain't gonna happen for Tory Lanez. Exactly. Hell no, they not bailing Tory Lanez out because the liberals are really the pro-black woman group. They're the pro, see, them liberals, they the ones doing a lot of this divisive shit in our community. They the ones that's on that female empowerment shit. That's the liberals. The conservatives, the shit that they do, it benefits the whole community. The shit that Trump was doing benefits the community. The shit that the liberals do, it's usually specifically for black women. A lot of that shit. Because they play like, it's crazy the little games that they play. Acting like they for the black community, but they actually doing shit to sabotage our community and cause more strain with certain problems that we already have, like how, you know, the balance of power in the black community between women and men socially. And they know goddamn well, they know how black women think. They know how most black women think, where they look, the more power they get, the more they look down on black men. They know it's not, black women don't have the mentality where the more power they get, the more tangibles they get, they bring it back to the community and say, hey, let's split this up. They know sisters ain't like that. The more tangibles they get, they keep to themselves and say, how we shitting on you niggas. You niggas ain't shit. We getting more money than y'all. We doing this better than y'all. Saucy Santana, that's his name. That was definitely blatant disrespect to our intelligence. Even thinking Cardi B is acceptable, is applicable to speak for black people, black folks, especially on a political perspective, is a slap in the face. Facts, Mariah. She is not qualified to speak for us. For one, she's Dominican. She's not even a black woman. She's Dominican. And granted, you got black Dominicans, most of them are black with like, you know, native or Latin blood in them, Taino blood, whatever in them. But culturally, they are not black. They're Dominican. And they separate themselves because it's a different culture. It is a different culture. And see, black people are confused. We get confused by color. We think that just because they brown and we brown, they supposed to all be for what we're for. And it's not about that. You see, it's some shit called culture. Unfortunately, we don't have culture. Not like real culture. You know, like they have a language, you know, like it's certain shit that goes along with their culture to where they're going to identify with a Dominican more than they identify with a black person or even a Hispanic person, or even a white Dominican or a white Hispanic, simply because they speak the same language. It's like if we went to another country that was populated by black people, and there's white people in that country too, we may link up with white folks more than we link up with some of the native black folks because culturally we identify with them more. We speak the same language. We may listen to the same music. We come from the same place. We have familiarity with the same things. So that's a prime example of how everything don't come down to skin color, but culture. Man, they get Wayne and Kodak Black apart, but nobody was since. Yeah, definitely. Trump anti-immigrants, and he definitely not. Trump anti-immigrant, he definitely not. Okay. Changing the culture is the only way we gonna change anything. People think everybody not messing with our culture is racist, but in reality, they don't like the culture. They don't like what folks that do. Yeah, bro, like we got a goofy ass culture. Like we do dumb shit, bro. Like niggas internalize everything in look at everything through an emotional lens. And if you can detach, like me, I'm the type of person, I live in what I call third person mode. So I don't live in the moment. I don't experience things in the moment. I look at shit from a detached perspective, as if I'm not, like, even if I'm arguing with or debating with somebody, I'm not debating in first person mode. I'm debating in third person mode. So while the debate is actually going on, it's like I'm watching myself. I'm watching it from a third person perspective. And my responses and everything that I say is coming from a third person perspective. So if the other side has a point, I'm going to say you have a point. That's true. What you just said is very true. But X, Y, and Z. Now see, when people are in first person mode, they get in their feelings and they get, egotistical, and they don't want to give you your point. They don't want to give you your props, and they don't want to say, okay, you got a point, bro. You got that. That's not me. I'm always in third person mode. So I can always look at the other side of the coin and say, okay, that person has a point. And other people can see the problematic shit within our culture and be critical of it. The same way we can see problematic shit in other people's culture. The same way, look, I grew up in the 90s. I remember black comedy, y'all, those of y'all that, came across this channel from the 5150 videos. I grew up on black comedy. And I remember white folks talking about white folks, the shit that white folks do culturally different from us and how dumb and crazy it is a staple of black comedy. Talking about how they kids are disobedient and how they don't whoop their ass enough. Talking about how they kids be cursing them out. Talking about how white folks always fucking with wild animals and getting killed. Talking about how white folks do this, how they do that. Right? Now, white folks could just get in their feelings about it. Or they can say, you know what, it is kind of dangerous to fuck with wild animals. So, niggas can't do that. Niggas just get in their feelings about shit when they point out the dumb shit that we do. And we got to get out of that. We got to be able to say, you know what, that is pretty fucking stupid. We do that. It is pretty fucking stupid. We probably should cut that shit out. That's not helping us at all. But we can't do that. Black culture was created in America and doesn't necessarily date back too far. Exactly, Mariah, it don't. Back to the late 19th century, early 20th century, pretty much is as far back as black culture goes. As far as I'm concerned, from everything that I think about that I identify as culture in a modern context. That's facts, Mariah. Black Americans, Africans, Jamaicans, and even Trinidad folk all have a different culture. That's facts. Side note, Gangsta Boo just died. Get the fuck out of here. Damn, Gangsta Boo just died. Damn. It's crazy, bro. Like, it's a lot of people passing. And what's crazy is when I was in the hospital, one thing that just fucked me up when I was in the hospital, I'm not gonna say who this is. I'm not gonna say, but my friend came to see me when I was just in the hospital, and we was talking to, me and my friend, we don't talk a lot. Just life kind of, makes you kind of grow apart. But he came to see me in the hospital. We was talking, and we was talking about somebody that we both know, and he was telling me how bad the dude was doing, like with his addiction situation. And I said, damn, if it's like that, he probably ain't gonna be here too much longer. Why that nigga died that night? That night, that's all my life. This was probably when did I get out the hospital? It's Sunday. This was probably like Thursday. It was probably like Thursday. Yeah, this Thursday. He died that night. My homeboy called me the next day, and he was like, bro, why such and such just died? It's dead. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. He like, yes. He was like, you just said. It's been a crazy year. It's been a lot of people passing. Like, I don't know if y'all familiar with Sin for the P, YouTuber. He just passed. I don't know if y'all familiar with Sinful to Pete. That brother just passed. I'm like, damn. It's a lot of people passing, man. That's insane on New Year's 43. Damn. Gangsta Boo dead. I wonder if it was like an overdose, because I know she was into them drugs. Like, did they, you know, how did she pass? If y'all know. Our coach and not the Sheikies and the Jabs is Jordans and Grills and sometimes an ignorant mindset. That's why people can steal our culture so easily and imitate us, and it's ridiculous looking. That's true, Mariah. But anything cosmetic is going to be easy to steal. Anything that's cosmetic, yeah, it's going to be easy to steal. Just like niggas over here, you know, when they get on they pro-black shit, niggas want to wear dashikis and this and that. No. American niggas have become the biggest culture vultures on the planet. Because we're everybody now. Now we're everybody. We're the original Chinese. We're the original everything. Like, you know, we're claiming everybody's culture, everybody's heritage. If you talk to 10 different pro-black niggas, we have 10 different, you're going to get 10 different stories about who we truly are, our true identity. So that's, you know, that's pretty universal. Anything cosmetic is going to be easy to steal, though. You know. I can't find out yet, but they just found her. Damn. That's crazy. Like, damn. Man, that's wild, bro. That's wild. I love Gangsta Boo. Shit, that done just threw off my whole train of thought. You fucked me up with that one. Man. I'm pretty sure if I had to guess, I would say it's some type of drug overdose or some type of drug interactions or some shit like that. Unless she has some type of health situation we didn't know about. Damn, I can't believe it. Well, I can believe it, but yeah. But it's just certain people, like, I was not prepared, you know, expecting to hear Sinful to P had died, man. I was not. That shit threw me for a loop. Y'all want to talk about anything else? Put it in the chat. They said she was found deceased on her porch at 4 p.m. No cause of death yet. Damn. On her porch? That's wild. Yeah, like I said, if I had to guess, I would guess it's probably some type of drugs or something like that. Like Gangsta Boo, she did coke, she did opioids, she did, you know, she did some shit. I wouldn't be surprised if she did Xanax. She did some shit. You said sound sus. Ain't no telling, Ron. Ain't no telling. You know, ain't no telling if it was foul play, but, you know, we'll see. We will definitely see. So, yeah, whatever y'all, you know, anything y'all feeling on y'all mind, y'all want to get the Zion Amari perspective on, just put it in the chat, man. This is the freestyle aspect, you know, portion of the show where we could just talk about whatever. Yeah, I'll give y'all a minute. Yeah, I'll give y'all a minute. These likes them at 34. Okay, they ain't playing games today. It don't look like they playing games today. At least not yet. I don't think they took no likes off of this live yet. I told y'all earlier, like, they be taking likes off the videos. They be taking comments off the videos. They be taking subscribers off, you know, my subscriber count. They be playing all kind of games. So I got to keep track of that shit. Because they basically told me, I'm like, so, okay, so what I'm going to do about this? Because I know y'all taking likes off the video. Y'all can say y'all ain't seeing nothing on y'all end all y'all want to. They was basically telling me, motherfucker basically told me I'm going to have to screenshot the likes. Just constantly keep screenshotting it. And as soon as, like, I'm going to have to send it to them, any New Year's resolutions. Nah, Rico, I don't really get into New Year's resolutions, bro. Like, that shit is just, you know, it's just, I don't want to say corny. It's just like a trendy thing that people really don't mean. Like, I'm going to try to get back in the gym this week. Hopefully I get back in the gym this week. And when I get back in the gym, it's going to be packed with a bunch of motherfuckers that ain't going to be there in 30 days. Because their New Year's resolution is to get in shape and lose some weight. Or to, you know, build some muscle or whatever, you know, that they're not going to stick to. You know, motherfuckers make the same New Year's resolutions every year. Like, just, you know, take a look at your past 10 New Year's resolutions over the past 10 years. If you put them on social media, take a look at them and see what they are. And see if you got a New Year's resolution every year. And see how many of them New Year's resolutions you done checked off in the past 10 years. So, yeah, I don't do the whole New Year's resolution thing. It's shit that I know I need to do or shit that I need to get together, whatever. And I just tell myself I'm going to try to get it together as soon as possible. But, you know, New Year's, I don't really get into that. If you're going to change it, just change it. Exactly, Mariah. If you're going to change that shit, change it. The goddamn calendar ain't got to go from 2022 to 2023 for me to change shit that I know I need to change. You know. So, yeah, I don't get into that. What's yours, bro? You got any? Ain't nothing wrong with it, though, if you actually going to do with it. You know, if you got to see that calendar change in order for you to change some shit in your life and you actually do it, hey, more power to you. More power to you. You know, you can harness the power of a New Year's resolution because sometimes we have to play psychological tricks on ourselves to get shit done. That's just, you know, that's how the human mind works sometimes. Sometimes we have to play mental games with ourselves in order to accomplish certain things. I do it in different ways. You know, sometimes you got to psych yourself out. Sometimes you got to put yourself in a certain head space. Like, okay, I got a fresh start. Sometimes they're just that whole feeling of a fresh start makes you more invigorated to change something, you know, expeditiously, as T.I. and Joe Clark was so eloquently put it. You know? People be like, I'm cutting off all toxic people this new year. Like, bro, why you wait? Right, Mariah. Like, why the hell you gonna wait for the goddamn calendar to change for you to get rid of this lousy hood rat you've been laid up with for the past 4-5 years? Nigga, please. Yeah, you ain't lying, Mariah. That's some real shit. Like, if you got any toxic people that you attack, get rid of their ass now. Right in the ASAP. I feel you on the same way. Yeah, bro. I ain't never been into the whole New Year's resolution shit. I ain't never been into that. I'm like, shit, I should have been got this shit together. Whatever the damn New Year. I'd be mad at my damn self. I knew I needed to get it together the whole last year, and I'll wait till the first day of this year to get. Stop it. The New Year represents a fresh start. Yeah, it can represent a fresh start. You know, for certain people, it doesn't represent a fresh start to me. It's just another day. Because it was cold yesterday and it's cold today. Like, the spring is the new year if you ask me. You know, the spring is the new year. I don't want to get too deep, but me personally, the spring is the new year. That's because that's when everything is actually new. That's when the grass is growing again. That's when the flowers is growing again. That's when the leaves on the tree is growing again. That's when the bushes is growing again. That's when the bugs is coming outside again. That's when everything is becoming vibrant and warm, and you know, that's the new year to me. You know. But everybody is different. I get that mentality though. Just seeing that calendar change can have that fresh start, you know, effect on your mentality. And if you can harness it and use it for your own benefit, more power to you. I don't knock that. I don't knock that at all. Do whatever you got to do to get shit done in this life. You know, cause I'm a procrastinator, like, and I suffer from like, I be overanalyzing shit. So I be suffering from paralysis from analysis. Like I will overthink shit so much that I just don't get shit done because I want to do it perfectly. Like even with this YouTube shit, like I be thinking like, this video ain't good enough. I ain't doing it. This live ain't good enough. Let me delete it. You know, I be, you know, overthinking certain shit. But a lot of times it don't be good. It don't be as good. Like it don't, if it don't live up to my standard, I don't give a damn who like it. Like it has to live up to my standard. I gotta like it. I gotta fuck with it. So yeah, that's something that I'm trying to get together. Not just this year, just in general. Like I'm trying to change that about myself. Or at least be able to overcome it. Because everything that, you can't change everything about yourself. You can only overcome it. You know what I'm saying? If that's a part of who you are, if that's like hardwired into the essence of who you are, then that's always going to be there. You just got to be able to overcome it and not let it overcome you, overtake you. Rappers is going to die. They definitely are, Mariah. The motherfuckers been dying at an expedient rate for some years now. They say the new year don't start till April. Exactly, Rico. Yeah, that's the real new year, bro. Yeah, if it works, it works. That's facts with all due respect. If it works, it works. Like I'm a results-oriented person. You know, sometimes I look at, you know, when you shouldn't have to use that to get results, but hey, if it got results, I can't knock you. You know, I'm just happy to see you got results. So, you know, I ain't gonna knock you. Progress, not perfection. That's true, Mariah. Look at you, Tom. Whatever, girl. I'm trying to. Progress, not perfection. I want perfection. Okay? That's my goal. I strive for perfection. I'm a perfectionist. I can't help it. But yeah, I'm trying to, you know, this live is an example of progress, not perfection. I'm like, to hell with it. I'm just gonna do the best I can. Cause I have it in my head I want to talk about something. When I go live, I forget all this shit. That's why I be stuttering and mumbling over my words, cause I be forgetting. I be getting anxious when I go live. Like if I did if it was a pre-recorded, it'd be a lot more smooth. That's why my pre-recorded content is way more smooth than my live content. So I'm just trying to overcome that aspect of my own personality. That's the core of who I am. That's the essence of who I am. But I'm trying not to use that as an excuse. You know, we got to try to push ourselves to, you know, challenge even the core of who you are to change and accomplish some things. You can't, you know, sometimes you got to get out your own way. You got to realize that you are in your own way. And you got to realize that you have the power to overcome yourself. And sometimes you definitely have to overcome yourself because it's just you and your way. Right, I wonder who gone this year. Yeah, man, we'll see. You got to make mistakes to become perfect. That's true, Ron. That's facts, bro. You definitely got to go through it to get to it. The reasons these rappers are dying are not reasons isolated to just rappers. Drug overdose, gun violence is prominent. Hood and street rappers not exempt. Exactly, Mariah. And that's what I be telling motherfuckers, because you got a lot of people that say, oh, rap is the most dangerous profession. Bullshit. Rap is not the most dangerous profession. being a street rapper is one of the most dangerous professions because it's the street rappers that are getting killed. I don't see niggas like Kanye and Common and Chance the Rapper and Travis Scott and, you know, dudes like that getting killed. I don't. You don't even really see them getting robbed and hear about them getting robbed like that. Like, whatever you talk about, if you talk about street shit, you're going to put yourself on street niggas' radar. And guess what? They gonna want to see if you really about it. That's just what it is. These are the dudes that are going to be jealous of you because y'all gravitate towards the same shit. If, you know, street niggas love IG models. So if you fucking all the bad IG models and you bragging about it, street niggas is more likely to pay attention to you. Excuse me. Street niggas love designer clothes. So if you rapping about designer clothes 24/7, street niggas is more likely to pay attention to you. The same goes with the jewelry. You rapping about it, you wearing these chains and all this goofy ass jewelry, street niggas are more likely to pay attention to you. So it's best to just leave the niggified trappings behind and develop some character so you don't end up on these niggas' radar. Because when you on their radar, you on their radar. Like, it's certain rappers these street dudes would never even follow. Like, because these street dudes be following these rappers on social media. That's how Pop Smoke got killed. He posted that he tried to post a picture of his Amiri jeans and accidentally had the address in the picture, and they came in. You know, dudes was following him on IG, and they came and robbed him. But if you wasn't stunting with Amiri jeans, if you wasn't a gangbanger, if you wasn't talking about gang, if you wasn't talking about the shit you was talking about, them dudes wouldn't even been following you to begin with. So he could have posted that shit accidentally and they wouldn't even knew because he wouldn't have been on their radar. Let me see. It's a cool community you building. I mess with everybody. Comment, keep doing you, and I can see it break coming. I appreciate it with all due respect. Yeah, I rock with all y'all, man. I fuck with all y'all a long way, and I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate y'all. Definitely remember all my day ones when I go to the next level. All y'all gonna be my minds and shit. I say that on the book every day. Tyler, the creator, and Jaden Smith Good. Right. Ain't gotta worry about shit, bro. Like, cause they not on these dudes' radar. Like, and you can't have it both ways. You can't try to carry yourself in a way to where you get some of that street luster and that street shine, because you got square niggas that want the street luster. They want, you know, women and other dudes to look at them like they're a tough guy. Because unfortunately, in the black community, we have this major confusion to where we think we have to be fucking criminals and degenerates in order to be men. You dig what I'm saying? You don't have to be a criminal or a degenerate to be tough. I'm not a tough guy, but I'm tough. I'm not no soft nigga. And if you cross me wrong, you'll find out. You know, people that know me, I'm not a street nigga. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not a bully. I'm not even a confrontational person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a really nice person. I'm not a confrontational dude at all. But I'm big on respect. And it's just certain things. If you cross a certain line with me, I will take it there. And motherfuckers that know me personally will tell you this nigga will swing on somebody twice his size. At only 5'9", 150 pounds. I seen him take off on a nigga twice his size. You know? I don't say that to say I'm a tough guy. No, it's just my personality. You know, I got traits from my father. My father's not a street nigga, but he's a real man. He's a man. He ain't no punk. He ain't no bitch. You ain't gotta be no street nigga to not be a bitch. There's too many dudes that think you're either a street nigga or you're a bitch. And that's not reality, bro. Like, you can just be a man. Like, I'm a man. I'm not a street nigga. I'm not a demon. I'm not a gorilla. I'm not none of that shit. I'm a man. Point blank, period. It's the lifestyle they either perpetuate or actively live that gets them caught up in the end. Facts, bro. Never understood the interest of big ass heavy chains clinging everywhere. Yeah, bro, that shit just be sounding. That shit be sounding crazy, especially when the jewelry be fake. That shit really sound crazy. R.I.P. Gangsta Boo. Yeah, R.I.P. Gangsta Boo, man. That shit crazy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check the chat for my iPad. What you laughing at, Mariah? What you laughing at? What's funny, Mariah? But yeah, I'm dead ass serious. Like, you ain't gotta be no street nigga to be a man. Like, they think, and then you got street niggas that think like this too. They think because they from the hood or they from the streets, that gives them some type of special power to where they can whoop anybody ass that's not from the hood or from the street. Like, the water that comes out of the faucets in the hood got some type of special steroid in it that makes them stronger than everybody else or some shit. Like, bro, if you run up on a nigga that is trained in martial arts or boxing, or well, boxing is a form of martial arts, but any combat, any form of combat, he will fuck you all the way up. And ain't shit funnier than a nigga running up on you and you kick the nigga in his shin right before he get to you. And when you kick a nigga in his shin right before he get to you and he got some momentum going, he gonna stop and he gonna come forward. And as soon as he come forward, hit him with that hook or elbow his ass. Like, niggas be all the way fucked up. Or just kick a nigga on the inside of his knee or on his thigh, you know, because he'll think y'all about to use just hands. He'll think it's, you know, he'll see you with your stance and he'll think it's just going to be a boxing match. Kick that nigga in his shin or his thigh and see the look in his eyes. See the look in this street nigga eyes. He gonna reevaluate whole situation. Yeah, he's gonna realize I made a grave error in judgment. This nigga knows some shit. Yeah. That shit is hilarious. Yeah, that Muay Thai get niggas every time. Learn you some Muay Thai. A wing and sloppy right hook with his chin up. Yeah. Right, I hate when I moved back to St. Louis. They was cool as fuck at first, found out. I was from the east side, now they won't smoke. Now high school kids getting pistol whipped. Yeah, bro, by my GD cousins. Laughing my ass off. I won't even on nothing. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. Yeah, the east side, so they won't smoke because they found out you from the east side, huh? Yeah. Yeah, and this nigga's from the hood, like, you wouldn't even expect. Like, everybody from the hood don't carry themselves or have a disposition like they from the hood. Like, that's another thing niggas don't realize. I hate that when I moved to, okay, I read though. Dudes wanted to be street is motivated by pussy. Yeah, they won't imitate it though. Yeah, that's true. That's true, because they see a lot of the attention that street dudes get from women. You know, because women is probably the biggest motivating factor of why dudes be trying to act like they street or act like they more hood than they really is, because they feel like that's gonna get them more women, and it would, but yeah, it ain't worth it. Is you willing to die just to get more women? Like, you can be you, like, you ain't gotta be street. Like, if you're a real man, like, women are gonna respect it. Like, Because the type of women that only mess with street dudes, you don't want them no way. Like, you got when most women don't just mess with street dudes. Most women mess with squares, and most women mess with everything. You know what I mean? Unless you just accept like nerds and like extremely lame, corny niggas. But as long as you ain't lame, corny nigga, you got a shot. Like, as long as you a man and they don't feel like you know no pussy or nothing like that. Like, you smooth, you got game. They find you handsome or attractive or whatever. You gonna get women. How you feel about Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti? Would you shoot your shot and wait 7 years to get the girl like him? Hell no. Hell no. I'd have hit Angela Simmons and kept it pushing. Now, unless he is trying to be on some hip hop royalty type shit, like, I'm a big time rapper and I'm an executive, because Gotti getting that bread. He got Moneybagg is one of the biggest rappers in the game, and that's his artist. Glorilla is like the hottest female rapper in the game, and that's his artist. Then he got Black Youngsters. So Gotti is building him, Gotti is building him an empire. So if he looking at it like, Angela Simmons is hip hop royalty because she's Rev Run's daughter, but I mean, she don't really bring no real value to the situation. Maybe that's his thinking. I think maybe that's his thinking. The fact that it's Angela Simmons, because it ain't like she just so bad, like, oh yeah, oh wait. She ain't that bad. Like, she nice looking, she's definitely attractive, but she ain't that bad. Like, so I think it's more to that. I think he's probably looking at the big picture, I think that's, he's looking at it like that might be his Beyonce, that might be his, he wants like, because you got certain dudes, they want their woman to have some sort of name value too. He don't just want to be Yo Gotti and his wife or his girl and nobody knows who she is. You got dudes that be wanting they woman to be known too. So I think that's a part of it. I think she'll play her place. They won't try to steal the spotlight. I do too, bro. I do too. Cause Gotti is a nice catch for her, considering everything that happened with her and like Romeo and then her other baby daddy. Angela Simmons, prime example. You cannot save black women from their decisions. You cannot save them from their choices. Like, she grew up in a 2-parent household, had her father in her life, and she chose a goddamn drug dealer to get pregnant by, and this nigga got killed. Now you're a single mother. And she got mad at Lil Romeo because she played Lil Romeo to the left for the drug dealer, I think. And then after the drug dealer got killed, she tried to double back, tried to monkey branch back to Lil Romeo. No, motherfucker, you made your choice. You ain't finna come back over here with a kid that you didn't have now because you little street nigga boy, you drug dealer boyfriend that got killed. Nah, stay over there. Stay in the streets. See? You could not protect her from her decisions. And it's like that in most cases. You cannot protect them from their decisions. Their decisions, even when they are victims in certain cases. In a lot of cases, their decisions played a part in them becoming a victim. It's a whole lot of dudes that are abusive that if you would have looked at certain things and said, I avoid these kind of guys, you wouldn't have been in that situation. So, this is one of her last big opportunities. Yeah, Mariah, she ain't, I think, she ain't got too many more major chances coming because the motherfuckers ain't been coming. So, this is probably her last big break. So, she'd be wise to play ball, and play good ball too. Because, yeah, ain't nobody breaking their neck to get Angela Simmons. That's one thing I don't like. She did when she gave him after a chance. After the wall hit. That's one thing I don't like. She did when she gave him a chance. Oh, okay, after she hit the wall. Yeah, bro, that's how they do. That's all of them. That's all women, bro. That is literally, well, virtually every woman. Because it's a tier of niggas that they're only gonna deal with post wall. You know, like I use high school as the best example. It's chicks that was bad in high school, right? Or they was really attractive in high school. And you wanted them in high school. And you couldn't get them in high school because they felt like, or they could do better than you in high school. Or they felt like they could do better than you. Maybe they could, maybe they couldn't. But after y'all graduated, have been, graduated from high school for X amount of years, and life been whooping her ass, and she got a kid or 2 or 3, and niggas done put her through the ringer. The game has put her through the ringer. Now she wants to give you a chance. No, I don't want you now. You see? She 50, 60 pounds heavier, looking like she ate the goddamn high school version of herself. No, I'm good on you. I'm good. I don't play that. But the sad thing is, you got dudes that look at these women and be like, yeah, she about 40, 50 pounds bigger than she was in high school, so I probably got a shot now. You got dudes that think like that, as pathetic as that is. You got a lot of dudes that think like that. What is the wall? Okay. Well, the wall is when a woman is no longer in her physical prime. So when she starts to show signs of aging and physical decline, that is the proverbial wall. That's when we say she hit the wall. Like when they start, when they face start looking older and, or they just get sloppy and just completely out of shape and they're never going to bounce back to their old self. They hit the wall. That's what we call the wall. So, oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the wall. Yeah, that's the wall. So you got women that, they was a 7. She was a 7 in her prime, right? Then she hits the wall. Now she's a 4, right? That's the wall. The wall took her from a 7 to a 4. And after they hit the wall, their standards come down considerably, if not significantly, right? And some of the men that wouldn't have even had a chance with her, 7 years prior, is now she's catering to them. That's how it go. Usually around 30 to 35. Well, I don't know. It all depends. Because, black women look good for a long time. I don't subscribe to that, like that Kevin Samuels train of thought. Like I live in the real world, and I know that women 30 to 35 still have pretty good options. They choose not to play them because they're chasing the dudes that are never going to take them serious. And this is why I tell dudes, stop getting butthurt about the women that don't give you a shot that you feel like you deserve, because the game, you got a lot of men that don't understand the game. And they don't understand that women don't have it made in the shade like we think they do. See, these dudes see all the thirsty attention that these women get, and they feel like, oh, these women just have so many options. But they don't understand women enough to know that women are very discontent creatures, and it doesn't matter if 1 million dudes want them, because out of that 1 million, they want 100. You know what I'm saying? Out of that 1 million, they want 1,000. But that 1,000 ain't paying them no attention. You know what I mean? Or that 1,000 is just going to hit it and quit it, or he's just going to play games with her, or he's just going to use her, you know, get what he can get out of her and never take her seriously. So she's not getting what she wants out of the game either. So we're all pretty much at the same level of the game, just on, you know, different degrees of the spectrum, you know. See, these women don't get the cooperation that they want from the men that they want, just like most men don't get the cooperation that they want from the women that they want. You know, these women will never tell you this, but being one of the niggas that some of these women want that type of cooperation from, I can tell you, they don't get it, because I see them with the other dudes that do give them the cooperation. And they're not, these dudes don't have the options that I have. And I'm not saying I'm just at the top of the hill, the king of the hill, or top of the totem pole in the game. It's dudes that's on a way higher level than me. And the women that I wish I could get, they toy with these women. You know, that's everybody, bro. That's everybody. So, yeah, we all go through that in the game. Let me see. Guess I hit the wall and the wall hit me. We ain't hit the wall, Mariah. Girl, stop. Let me see. It's not to say that they ain't worth nothing anymore, but when they get there, it's where the men are into their prime and they aren't anymore. Yeah. And what women don't realize, matter of fact, I think they do realize this. This is why there's so much resentment with men who deal with younger women. Because as men, like, I'm 34, right? I look good for 34. If I continue to age at this rate, you know, really slowly, even at 54, I will still be able to pull bitches 25 nice looking, because women like older men. Women are attracted to older men. Now, it don't work the other way for women. It ain't no 54-year-old women that has serious 25-year-old options of men that's 25, 30 that actually want to marry them. It don't, because it don't work like that for women. You know, these dudes will sleep with these women, with these older women if they still attractive, you know, to satisfy some goddamn cougar fetish that they got. But these young dudes ain't gonna take them serious. But see, with us, we can be in our 40s or 50, and women in their 20s and 30s will still see us as serious options. You know, at least, you know, if you in your mid-50s, you can marry a 40-year-old woman and she'll take you serious. If a dude is 40 and a chick is 54, hell, if she's 50, he's not taking her serious. She'll be 60 in a day. No, it don't work like that for them. So their time in the game, no matter how good it is short compared to ours. As long as we got our shit together and we are still handsome and look nice into our 40s and 50s, we still have a shit ton of options. Not to mention, it's way more women than it is men. So the game is just lovely for us. You know, and women, as they get older, when they get around 30, they start to realize, damn, you know, that's when that jealousy starts to set in. When they no longer in their 20s and they start to look at the women that's 20, 21, you know, 22, and start to realize, damn, I'm going to keep aging and I'm going to be able to compete with these motherfuckers less and less. Because women know, like, we look to women for looks. Like, we don't look to women for intellect. We don't look to women for charisma. We don't look to women for confidence. We don't look to women for money. We don't look to them for all the other shit that women look to us for. You know, so they know my looks is basically the most important thing unless I go for a certain type of man who's chasing substance. Now, you got men who will take an average looking woman who has a hell of a personality. She may be a 6 in a face and a body, but she may be a 10 in a personality. Ain't nothing wrong with that either. So I tell women all the time, work on your personality. Your looks are going to fade, right? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Them looks gonna fade. Work on your personality. Make that nigga feel like, damn, I don't want to lose this motherfucker. The treatment that I'm getting is just so, yeah, I want to hold on to that. Cause that look shit get old. Cause I'm shallow. I like attractive women. And attractive women, them hoes ain't worth 2 dead flies smash. I'm telling you. Motherfuckers be like, ooh, you should have stayed with her. Fuck her. She ain't shit. Okay. Let me see. I can't lie, Angela look good, but sometimes she be looking like her Uncle Russell. You stupid, bro. She be looking like her Uncle Russell. She be looking like her daddy, bro. Well, hell, her daddy look like her. So yeah, you're right. She do look like them, and that be weird, bro. Like it be weird. I be seeing that. Like it be women that look just like they daddy, but they be bad. It's craziest shit in the world. Like you be like, she look just like her daddy, but she bad as hell. Floyd Mayweather daughter look just like Floyd, but she cute. She cute as Floyd daughter, cute as hell. So yeah, it be like that, bro. It's weird. It's weird. Cause you be like super attracted to them, but you be like, damn, she look just like that. But she's a female, so it ain't nothing. She's a female. Some niggas look just like their mama. It's genetics. The dudes, they don't want them, so the options are good. Avoid, yeah. Yeah, bro, like, you know, and they fuck off they options, like, they get real bitter because they realize they fucked up so many valuable options throughout their entire 20s and early 30s, and depending on when they realize this, they may realize this at 35, they may realize this at 40, they may realize this at 45. You see, so they realize, damn, all these niggas I've been chasing all these years and I've gotten absolutely nowhere, and there's men that would have married me. I would be somebody's wife right now. Good men too, like, these women pass up on countless good men that would have married their ass, and treated them like queens. They pass it up chasing, you know, niggas that don't give two shits about them. And they get real bitter about that as they get older. Because they realize time is not on their side, you know. Time is of the essence, and this society has manipulated women into fucking off time that they don't really have. And all of these women completely fuck off their prime, their physical prime. You know, the time where they should be trying to snag the best man that they could find, they fuck that time off running the streets. So yeah. Yeah, it's women out here like Angela Bassett, but she not giving nobody no kids anymore. You have men that want that and accept. Yeah, bro, Angela Bassett. I told somebody this the other day. Like, Angela Bassett is like the epitome of a beautiful black woman who aged gracefully. Like, Angela Bassett is my boo. Oh my God. Her husband is so lucky, man. Dude is so lucky. You know, she married to that dude that's an actor, that dark-skinned brother. I can't remember his name, but he an actor too. But she thinking her body is better at 60 than it was at 30. That shit is crazy. But that's why I be telling slim women, stay small, and you know you're going to get thicker as you get older. And by the time you 50, you're gonna be one of them thick ass 50-year-olds that's crushing your 21-year-old daughter. Like, I've seen 50-year-old women that look better than their daughters that's 30 and that's in, 21, 22. I've seen it. I've seen that shit a few times. Cause the mama thick as hell, cause she been small all her life. And as she put on weight, as she aged, it just went to the right places. She still got a flat stomach. Now she got thick thighs, fat ass, all that. Man, bad. Oh, wow, this is enlightening. That ain't shallow. That's preference. Yeah, well, what I'm saying, with all due respect, is like, I kind of jokingly say I'm shallow, but yeah, like the chick gotta be cute. Like she gotta be attractive. Like that's absolutely like, I'll pass up on a good woman because she's not cute. Like I know me, but that's me. That's who I am. I'm real with myself about who I am. If that relationship is going to flourish, she has to be attractive, or else it ain't gonna work. Like I'm not even gonna do it. Like if she ain't attractive, I ain't even gonna hit it. Like I ain't one of these niggas that sleep with women just because I know I can hit it. She gotta be cute. But I feel you, bro. That's definitely my preference. I prefer attractive women. It don't move me no more because I be cracking all the bad ones since high school. So now I'm like, what else you want to do? Get married. Man, been 5 years now, so we good. Facts, bro. I feel you. And I look at the personality too. The thing is, I ain't looking for a relationship. So it's like the personality is, I don't want to say it's irrelevant, but I know I'm not going to be in a situation seriously or long term. So it's like, as long as you cool enough for me to hit it, you know what I'm saying? While the situation lasts, like, shit, that's all that matters to me. Because I ain't finna be in a relationship, no way. But I feel you, bro. Like, you get to that cute shit. Like I said, it go out the window. You get used to sleeping with attractive women. I'm used to sleeping with attractive women. It's like not a, like, whoop-de-doo. Okay, you cute. Like, what else you got? Like, what's your personality like? Because that's when them looks don't matter, because she got a fucked up attitude. It's like that's when that personality, that's when them personalities really shine. Because that's what you got to deal with. You're dealing with them. You're interacting with her personality. You're not interacting with her beauty. You're engaged in her personality. I hit six for in the 10th grade and got a job. I was in high school. High value working at White Castle. Hell no. Or they wasted their youth in a relationship, being misled instead of leaving, and they became bitter. That too, Mariah. That happens too. That definitely happens too. You definitely got a lot of women that they'll fuck off 5, 6, 7 years of their youth in a relationship, or in a few relationships, fuck off a decade. They may fuck off they whole, from 19 to 30, between 3 relationships. And, they in their 30s now. They like, I ain't get shit out of them relationships, but baby daddies, and they be real bitter about this shit. Let me see. And she ain't ratchet. Courtney Vance. I don't know who that is, bro. That name sounds familiar though. Oh wow, this is interesting. Beauty doesn't last forever, but an ugly personality. That's facts, Mariah. That's facts. That's why I wouldn't deal with an ugly personality just because she's cute or just because she's attractive. But there's attractive women with good personalities too. So that's what I go for. I'm finna have to send you an inbox on the book because I don't think you know who you talking to since I changed my... Yeah, I don't, bro. Yeah, you're going to just hit me up, leave a message. Because I don't know. Courtney Vance is Angela. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that is her husband. Yeah. And she not ratchet. Yeah, Angela Bassett always carried herself with class. Like always, my whole life, Angela Bassett has always been a classy sister. So, and that's another thing I love about Angela Bassett, just her class. And Courtney Vance has always seemed like a really dignified, respectful brother. Like they make a great couple. Like they seem like they go perfectly together. you know, from what I've seen from their character, or at least what they present to the public over the years, they seem to be a nice couple, a beautiful black couple. Yep. How long I've been on her? Yeah, I've been on her for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna get off in a minute unless y'all got some more shit y'all want to talk about. I try to do the lives as long as possible since I don't do content that often. Like I used to think Biblical Fox was really. Yep, same, bro. I used to love Biblical Fox as a kid. And like her prime, her peak was like 2 Can Play That game. When 2 Can Play that was like prime Biblical Fox, boy. 2 Can Play That game. Booty Call too. Between Booty Call and 2 Can Play That game, I used to love Biblical Fox. But yeah, I can't stand her personality. She a thought too. Like Biblical Fox is an old hoe. You see? And them old hoes is just like, ugh. Lick 50 Cent ass. Like, you gotta be a nasty, ugh. Just an old hoe, boy. Yeah, but I can't stand Biblical Fox now. Lisa Ray too. You already know. Lisa Ray was so bad back in the day, but I don't like her personality either. And Lisa Ray is a gold digger. Like, she used to fuck with a lot of dope boys in Chicago. She from Chicago. She used to fuck with all the big dope boys in Chicago. But she like a gold digger. Then she married Michael Mizik, the dude that was the president of the Turks and Caicos. Yeah, she always been a gold digger. She always been the type of motherfucker that try and get with a nigga with money and power. You know. Be on there with Lisa talking shit. Yeah, bro. She was talking shit about Kevin Samuel. Talking about that was his karma. He died. Like, that was his karma. Like, bitch, we're all gonna die. There ain't one motherfucker you don't know that's gonna die. So when your mama died, that was her karma, huh? Stupid motherfucker. Lisa's still straight. She ain't as bad as Vivica, but the whole show, they got annoying. Yeah, I don't even watch their shit. Like, I've never watched not one Fox Soul episode or show or nothing like that. Like, I seen clips, but I ain't never actually watched their shit myself. Jada aging too, but she I used to love Jada Pinkett when I was a kid. Oh, I used to love Jada Pinkett when I was a kid, boy. She was so bad when I was a kid. But yeah, I can't stand her personality either. She's one of these articulate, you know, overly articulate thoughts and always trying to find excuses to rationalize her bullshit. I can't stand it. Yeah, so yeah, I don't like Jada Pinkett either. Sometimes the whole network. Yeah, that's like the toxic. That's like the toxic old hoe network. It's good seeing a woman knows that network. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mariah the truth. Mariah, that's the home girl. Yeah, Mariah, she's solid. Yeah, Mariah is definitely solid. And Mariah is one of the sisters I was talking about earlier, where the city girls piss me off even more because it's sisters like Mariah that get lumped in with them. And Mariah is a solid, that's a solid sister. And I hate that sisters like her get lumped in with them motherfuckers. But that's why I be like, they gotta separate themselves, and show brothers that it is a demographic of solid sisters, because that silence just makes us think that they all a part of the sisterhood, and they're not. You know what I mean? They're not. They generation and stand out. But I think that's gonna change. I think it's already starting to change. It's just it ain't grown enough. So we just gotta make that movement grow more. Beating the bit of black news. Right. The bit of bitch news. You from St. Louis, right? Never could be talking about 50 Cent the love of her life, and this nigga be shitting on her every chance he get. Right? That shit be so funny. Like, she's so sprung off of 50 still. And she's so butthurt that shit didn't work out. Like, it's pathetic, bro. It's pathetic as hell. Like, this nigga 50 B. He even had that line about her. What is it? He said, when I met Vivica, I thought I was on to something. A week later, nah, it was nothing. Like, then she told the world she licked his ass, which made her look just as bad as it made him look. He looked gay, and you look like a nasty whore, a filthy whore, because you eat man ass. Nasty man ass. Horrible. Just was asking because I be on this page talking shit with him on the book all the time. Yeah, you gonna have to inbox me, bro. When we get off, I'm gonna check. Cause I don't know who you are with the new name. But yeah, I'm about to get off, bro. Hey. Yeah, but I'm about to get off, man. Gotta go eat and yeah, about to eat some of this chicken and sweet potatoes. Did a light little workout earlier today before I got on live. This Kenny B. Oh, okay, Kenny, yeah. Okay, I know you now. Okay, I know now, bro. Okay, got you. Got you, fam. But yeah, I'm about to get off, man. I'm gonna try to put out something else soon. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I fuck with y'all a long way. Appreciate y'all for fucking with me. It's Facebook jail, so I'll be commenting for me. Okay. Yeah, I just got out of Facebook jail, bro. I was in there for like a month. But yeah, I'm about to get off, man. I'll holler at y'all later. Salute.